Start recording. Start streaming.
You gotta be here for something.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Houses and Humans. I'm here with the crew of the Nostromo. This is episode 123. What happened last time?
Previously at Houses and Humans, the crew of the Nostromo have infiltrated the city of Runin in the Blade Desert, domain of the terrifying Lord Maladek, in order to spirit Bernard Toast, twin brother of Norhigan Tears, back to the spring court of Mithras. Bernard the poor man has been made a consort of Maladonna and fathered a child named Thomas, anointed as the archpriest and chosen avatar of the Western Sands, from whom he is magically bound to remain within 1 mile of at all times. As Archpriest is bound to be teleported out of the city into his grandfather's clutches within a matter of days, our heroes must act quickly to abscond with the boy and his father before it's too late. Will they begin to formulate their final plan for this grand heist? What new secrets will they uncover in the city of Runin? Will they succeed in their quest and return to their ship with both Bernard and Thomas in tow? And what fresh new horrors of the distinctly not safe for work variety will our hapless heroes find themselves thrust into next? Click the OK button below if you're over the age of 18 and find out on tonight's game of Dungeons & Dragons, only on Houses and Humans. Go right, here's our sponsor.
Thank you, Johnny. This week's sponsor is the Cheeky Parakeet, a chirping and colorful avian sponsor for us today. Also known as the Budgerigar, this medium-sized parrot is the third most popular pet in the U.S. It spends most of its time enjoying puzzles and toys, if it has any, found in a plethora of colors to delight many. Enough to suit any person or player, you could say. Houses and Humans says merci beaucoup to the parakeet and its sponsorship for this episode. Over to you, Tony.
Sorry, we're very what?
The parakeet.
No, we're very what to them?
Merci beaucoup.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Some odd Russian you're speaking there.
Russian at a time like this?
And we've been shut down. It's been fun, everybody.
All right.
I don't care that you think that Putin did nothing wrong.
I'm going to leave that up to public opinion. And your address, which everyone can see below.
That's it. I'm ready to die.
So, yes, we got quite a bit of info last game, after we pretty much ended on the end of the second day. About to bed down for the night, right?
What's right here, Balder?
I believe so.
Yeah.
You guys keep track of time, so I think so.
So we found
we
a...
were on the first day.
We just ended the second.
So we found out among the three main cardinals that Gomstead is the one who actually wants to assassinate the archpriest.
Yeah.
He's actually related to Lord Maladek, and he wants to take the kid's place as one of Maladek's aspects, which we also learned the truth of. That
Is Gomstead actually a son, or is he like a nephew, or, further down the line kind of thing?
I think he's just part of the family tree.
He's part of it. He is
Former
3 children
roomie.
remained, where the archpriest is
direct.
only... That's the grandson.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So he's been spreading rumors that Zorn was the one who wanted to kill Archpriest, but it's actually him.
Yeah.
We learned that Maladek, his whole deal is he's basically an amalgamation of 10 characters that he consumes, or seven 20th level characters that he subsumes into himself to give himself levels in whatever class he wants.
And there's parts of those bodies around that if we were to destroy them, he can't.
Like that heart we
use
saw
that.
once, that's probably his original heart. And
It's like if it was the heart of a wizard, he wouldn't be able to use the wizard stuff.
Yes.
Essentially, yeah. You
Okay.
basically cut off whatever he stole.
one's a heart, one's a liver, one's a spleen.
Good for him.
Like Horcrux is a bit cooler because they're not transferred.
One's the skin. It's pretty neat.
Like Castlevania.
What's the colon?
Shitty.
Barbarian, because it's tough.
Oh. I thought it'd be druid. Just 'cause it's shitty.
It's a ranger then.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Alright then. Backup characters
No. The
ranger.
druid would be a liver. It's neutralizing poison.
Oh.
Yes. Strom got into the keep itself.
Yes.
A little bit of a tour, a little insight into the guards watching him, and namely, what was it?
Henry of Bunk.
Henry of Blanc ain't a great guard usually, so when he's on watch,
I stole your
it's
face.
probably easier to sneak past him.
And did we find out that Louis,
Yeah, he's a good guy.
but he's good to the point where if you told him to do something, he would do it because he trusts you.
Yes. And I think that's something, and I was thinking about this, I think that's something might be to leave town.
Oh, I thought it was going to be go here and then have Henry knock him out.
Well, I want to see if he'll just leave, because I don't want him to get involved and possibly die. If he's a good guy. What?
He's a good guy? Yeah. Oh,
He's like
Henry?
painfully. He's lawful.
No,
stupid.
Lewis, the
Lewis.
other-
The other guy.
Oh, okay.
He's a good
yeah,
guy. He's
right.
got a family. I don't want him to get
Yeah.
involved. I want to try to get him to leave the town.
Because he's
Henry and Dick, we're gonna chop his dick off, and we're gonna kill him, dump his body in the river.
feeding him the crocodile.
So your thought is to try to get him to leave town.
Yes.
But okay.
Either indefinitely or for
A few days.
yeah, just because I want him to be safe.
Okay.
That's kind of my thought. I don't necessarily want him to get involved because I don't want him to have. I don't want him to be because he's got a family. I don't want him to deal with that. I just want him.
Yeah, during this session, you can definitely research him, try to figure out like what's a way that you could do it, or ways. Yeah, that's
We know where the treasure room is in the castle, and I've got an inn into it, or at least near it.
Got a job that you took from the grocer dude.
Yes, I lost a finger for it, so I'll have to get that back later. Yeah, good times.
You lost a finger?
Yeah, he made me cut off
Yeah,
my finger for
did a
the
yes.
Oh yeah!
He's
That guy's a dick. All right.
And the less we say about what Toast did, the better.
Oh,
But
man. Yeah.
You had them check the 18
Family
box,
time.
It's fine.
yes.
Can't believe that your
Go back
your
to the boat.
sister-in-law was cheating on your brother like that.
I don't want to go back to the boat. I just want to go to the boat.
Also, you're now like the Phantom of the Opera.
Yes, you keep putting more stuff on.
Oh yes, that's I have scales on my half of my face and it's up to my elbow. Yeah, so I wear a glove and I wear half a mask and I have my circlet too now.
We expect nothing less from you, basically.
Circlet of
They got tongues,
Silverfish.
things, basically.
Yep. You got an item of tongues, and so did Trey has an item of tongues.
That's
Made the items
not
yet,
Trey.
but
I mean Strom.
or no, Strom did.
Trey hasn't
Strom got
been
the-
here since maybe
Oh.
before we started this. He hasn't been
Yeah.
to a single one of these ones yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah, he turned into number one at the very tail end.
Oh,
Oh yeah, as
He was
Rutherford.
there, that's right.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
there when we ran into my bro.
Yeah, he helped
He
one of
might
us.
be showing up to more games now that his hours end at 4 o'clock or 4:30.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's starting like next week. His hours
That'd be
end
cool.
at
I
like
didn't know that.
4:30.
Like, does that mean he'll start earlier?
Well, I assume he'd be on time if he.
No, I mean like he does his job start earlier in the day.
Oh yeah. He's got 8 hours.
Nice.
Cool.
It's like, yeah, it's great you in at 4:30, but I hope it's not.
I hope he comes
because
over in person.
Yes.
That's it. I haven't seen him in person in
Yeah. The wild.
I'd have to bust out another chair.
when was the last time I saw him?
Or,
Right
or
before
just
you
take
got
a
here.
knock bed.
What? Yeah, that's
Yeah, you
fine.
take that bed and connect the chair,
If you, I can just sit upstairs too if you want.
I mean, you could do that now.
I can sleep under the table. I can sleep at
You
the
guys
table.
are so nice letting me stay inside the building.
Just scream from outside the window.
Hey!
It's over there.
Hey!
I rolled a dice.
No, he wouldn't let me. He would roll it here instead.
Rob it.
You got a 4!
No!
No!
You have to pay him
Even
half
rolling
of
dice,
whatever
it's just
Whatever I steal.
you take.
2! I will shut
Yeah,
up.
you have to give him half of whatever you're stealing.
He's tapping at the window.
Half
and
of
gets
whatever
stuck.
I steal, as he said.
Yes. Specifically him. And
your-
you know,
He gets half
Your
of the
tongue
take.
thing is like little holes.
It's half of the
It's like a
ticket. But-
tummy almost.
But
And
good money. There's a lot of treasures in there.
and
So
also
essentially, you
learned-
get to claim
Like
half of them, half the
They haven't
money.
finished watching
You get a
Peacemaker.
pick.
Not
I
yet.
haven't started. I need to start watching.
Oh, so worth it.
I will totally get it legally and watch it.
So worth
You can also
it.
just break the keys.
It'll probably hurt a lot.
I also learned that the
does it count
Nostromo
as
is
a curse?
repaired and will
Magical
arrive
effect?
on day 2
Geases are
of
very
the feast day
special.
there.
My games because they're backed up.
Stuff's going down.
It will, yeah, it'll dock out here.
I don't.
If we wanted to.
Where's the Narcissus?
Didn't we dock the Narcissus?
I do not recognize your guy.
I thought we
He's not-
brought it up
listen
to our
here.
house. Or at least we brought it up river, I thought.
I don't remember. Did we dock her?
The Narcissus is at the dock that we came in.
Narcissus is at the dock. There's no dock inside there.
dock all the way over there.
You did notice that
Oh, I thought we
To
I
know-
thought we were able to float it up here.
it could go up and down.
Talk
the
about the chains that are there. There's
Yes.
smugglers that can take you up at night
Yeah.
too.
During the day, you could easily go up and down. At
Yeah.
night, there's chains that are brought up. There are smugglers, and also there is a dock that's underneath
Yeah.
this bridge.
Yeah, the cause or
The
whatever.
hooker
it is.
door.
Yeah. Okay, but for now, okay, and then the Nostromo will show up
Actually,
here.
the prostitute door, I think, is over here, right?
It's there's this little walkway here.
The dock actually just leads up into the
Oh,
cost.
I thought the hooker door was on this side.
No, hookers are over here.
No, hooker's over here.
This is the hooker door?
There's a smaller door. It's not the main door. It's like there's a small door
The
that's
prostitutes
unmarked.
are there, and the dock is here. Because the dock is underneath the
My
big
hideout
walkway.
is
Yeah.
slightly more.
The prostitutes have to be able to
Yeah.
come in through the city, but there's like a hidden door.
Yeah, we're in a really good spot for that door.
Huh, okay.
Yeah, because you guys specifically wanted to be able to eyeball that door in the keep.
Yeah,
And you guys are located like
right there.
right there.
So should I go make
Pretty much an
pact
FBI surveillance.
with Gomstead to assassinate Thomas?
Normal pizza van.
Normal pizza van.
Or ensure he disappears.
City without
Normal American pizza van.
normal American USA #1 pizza van.
Also, we have free candy. Van is white.
Because we need both.
Yeah, now that we know that Gomsted's the real bastard here, that would be an inn where we try to get work from him, like, hey, we want to help you out.
We'd like to take care of your problem.
Yes. And since we know where he'll be getting dinner on day one, we could then ambush him after the fact. Be like,
If any of the spots on the schedule that had Osmond on it are like open now.
yeah, Osmond has long since left the city.
You're
Now,
welcome.
what I will do is after everything's done, I do will break out all the schedules. I'm going to black out everything that's not on there, so you guys get a chance to review as well as your notes.
Yeah, that's
you
too
guys-
kind of you.
Yes. So, and Toast did get an appointment for Bernard to see his son before he
Midnight
gets sent off. Yeah.
in the special
9
garden.
of the second day.
good. And that's when we're talking about trying to give some of Smooth String to her to see how that goes.
Yes.
Oh, you guys figured out when the guard is not guarding the door. Especially if he's noted on the schedule as guarding the door. You found out where he actually is.
In the garden.
In the garden.
Committing sexual assault.
Yes, we're committing sex.
Oh, that Bowler? That's a happy kitty.
So
Snoring a bit.
Okay.
I'm thinking, yeah, with if we can keep the alarm level low enough, so because we know the endo guards are supposed to be like partying at the brothel that night, like not actually patrolling.
Dr. Cherry.
That would probably be the best time to try to make up with the kid is when Bernard meets with him.
Yep. So we're just we're doing everything we can so that makes it easy.
Yeah.
Or
Once
we
again,
make
this-
it that easy.
There's a million ways to do this. Literally.
We're gonna try to do all of them at once, so that way we can fail miserably.
Good. And honestly, you could fail the first day and try again the second. It's just
Go.
how much does that raise the alarm? Right.
See, that's when we
And that's-
hide under a cardboard box until
Tracy.
the alarm light goes down, and then we can try again.
Oh, he's not coming?
Nope.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Hey, get down here.
You bastard.
Wow. Where are you gonna go? This way or that way?
I will say that if his character's not here, he's assisting
That's right.
one of you. So if one of you wants advantage on your check, just let me know who he goes with.
Right.
Okay. So you guys are going to rest for the night.
Yep.
Once again, it is a early night. I think you guys are passing out at what time?
It's 5 o'clock.
Wait, it's only 5 o'clock.
That was the last time I had written down.
PM.
Yeah.
You guys could sleep now and wake up at 1 a.m. Or you guys could try to do one more round, a couple more rounds of social, and then. So it depends on what you want to do, right? Maybe you're doing nighttime actions, or the city does. It's not like Vegas though. So,
I mean, the city does shut down after a few hours.
well, I mean, There
I mean,
might be a couple people up, but it's just
Bravo's
like
open.
So it's not like New York or Chicago.
it's not like New York or Chicago because it's like a highly populated feudal
It's-
merchant town.
It's 2:30 in the morning. I want to get my boat supplies. I'm going to Home Depot.
Scrambled eggs.
Home Depot's closed at 2 a.m.
Not in the city. I thought this was fantasy.
Sorry, we're closed.
Your
It's okay, you don't have to
fantasy is
apologize.
get
It's totally reasonable for me to think you
I'm
knew.
playing my character and doing what he would do.
No, but keep in mind it's 5 o'clock. A reasonable time you guys could probably go to sleep and wake up. When the merchants wake up is probably
Crew
like
dinner?
10.
Catch up on each other and see what else
So-
we need to do.
You guys have, I'll say, free role play for now to figure out what you want to do, and then you can have one more good action, right? You got 5 solid hours before you'd have to really go to bed, unless you guys really want to start it early in the morning and do like some weird prep, which you could, like you could do things and set things up while people are sleeping.
And I think we just said this, but this is the end of the second day,
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll wake up. It'll be day 3.
and then
It'll
the
be-
next day is the first
Yeah.
day of the heist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before we count, first day the countdown starts to
Yeah.
ceremony.
Dawn
It's just
is
if
the
you
first
guys went to
day.
sleep now, it'd be like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't think of anything. I mean, is there anything that we still?
Well, is there anything you'd want to cover the next day? It could be rumors.
That's what I'm like,
we figure out.
Where are there blank
schedule.
spots in our info?
There's smugglers, right?
Yeah.
Could we perhaps use one of the smuggler routes?
We could. I think that'd be good. We go talk to them and say, "Hey, we do you a favor. You let us know your." Yeah, I like that. Plus, whatever gaps in our information would be great.
Gaps in information. You guys. There's some more rumors still, but rumors are rumors.
I would.
You guys have for the charts. You guys only know the one major event, right? Which is the big thing on the second day, or the service, the big festival,
Feast and the,
Yeah. which is called. Here we go. It starts at noon.
Do we know anything about the Endo Guard?
Not a
I
lot.
know they're level 10. We found that out last time.
They're gonna be partying.
At the brothel, if the alarm isn't too high.
Do we want to know anything else about them? Because I think I would kind of like to go Toastwood just to get the previous day's events out of his brain. But, just thinking about the smugglers, but thinking about what does the Indo Guard do? Just maybe schmooze with them and get some, like, what's your guys' if worst happens, what do you do?
You know the entirety of Delver's schedule for the next 3 days.
Oh, that's right.
They don't
show
up until our
parts-
level 5. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, you don't know. You have large swaths of Gomesteads that you're missing, and you have even larger swaths of Zorn that you're missing in regards to the Cardinals.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
You
Zora,
know-
we don't know very much about.
You know pretty much all the archpriests.
Yeah.
The schedule except for like 2200 to 2400 on the first day, and then between 8 and 1300 on the second day. You know none of Lupin's schedules or Bosmic's schedules. No. You know none of John, Gertrude, Herbert, or Ruth's schedules. And they're the servants.
You know what? I'm just throwing this
John is the kitchen guy.
because
He was a cook.
because you've already been in the keep. I wonder if you could get back to if we wanted to talk to anyone else. In there. I'm thinking, yeah. Instead, maybe I would try to do.
You guys also do not have a map of the keep. I believe you haven't gotten it yet, have you?
What do you mean?
No, wait, I thought we.
Yeah, we have the map.
We did get a map.
Yeah.
I got it
three.
from the grocer when he
Oh,
gave us
We
that
have
thing.
all of it.
Oh, you got all the maps? Okay, good.
Yeah.
You're good. Oh, right, you do. I've been calling them out by name. Yes.
Yeah, we got all of it.
Yeah, we specifically got the castle, Grove Merchant, for
So, well, I kind of want to do. I would instead of doing Endoguard, maybe I'll try to do.
The Endogard is also a thing because you don't know who they are, where they sleep, or anything like that. You know one event.
Yeah.
Don't really get the
you know
rest.
they're going to escort him on the third day,
Yeah.
and that they have a night with the prostitutes the night before.
I wonder, if you could get in with the Endo Guard,
I'll do Endo Guard then. Yeah.
and maybe if you're able to like party with them that night, maybe get them a little too tipsy, put a little spike in their punch so that they're not quite ready to go to.
So they're hungover enough.
Not able to do their duty, so to speak.
I would be willing to do that. You're gonna go check out the smugglers, right?
Sure.
Or do you want to switch? Because you have your special thing. You could maybe
Special thing.
special potion.
Good drink.
Oh.
If you maybe you choose the Endo Guard because you're already your background.
all
already
them
does
eyes balls.
it. You do the Endo Guard, schmooze them. I can go talk to the smuggler
I'd be
blokes
careful.
because
I might have a useful video.
I'm also that kind of background. I'm intimidating and
I was
stuff.
like, wait a minute, someone's gonna try to steal the archpriest. We have to warn them. I have to warn the cardinals.
I need tongues.
Oh shit! So would I.
You got your.
Oh, I got my. Okay, I didn't know that was official yet.
No, it is. I haven't made the item. But you
I
have.
sent you the picture though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to have an attunement slot on for it.
Quick, Decadic, speak to me in a foreign language. Go.
So you just have to give up.
Latu Barada Nikto.
Aha! I understood that. It's a foreign language.
Asadea Evil One.
You take that back, sir. Ipsalorum que quantum canis es fenestra. In es fenestra.
Don't summon a demon at me.
Oh, I've been doing that wrong. That circle in the basement, don't touch.
Oh, I think it says Satanize the house.
No, it turns out that ruins the resale
Well, I'm
value.
enjoying trawling for rumors, so I think I'll do some more of that tonight.
Your rumors? Okay, so we got Endo Guard.
Sure.
We have rumors. We have
Smugglers.
smugglers.
Find out their route and schedule.
I'm probably gonna keep trying to find information about
You do, Lewis.
Lewis,
Lewis.
Gate guard.
where he lives. That
Ah, Lewis.
And I'll spend the tongues on Smoothin', eh?
Okay. Smootin' you and
I'll look up info about
For your character.
Cardinal Zorn, because I know the least about him.
Zorn. Okay.
His intentions, figure out, like,
Trying to figure out his schedule or just stuff about him.
more stuff about him. I'm thinking, an idea just occurred to me is if he's more, not necessarily trustworthy, but more trustworthy than the other cardinals, we could maybe split up and offer our services to both. Like, hey, I'll help you out, get rid of this guy, and then, hey, I'll help you out against this guy, and then we can
Coffee.
stage an encounter
Hey,
between
coffee.
us of like, oh no, they overwhelmed us, we couldn't protect him, you know, kind of thing.
That would be hilarious.
Okay.
So yeah, information about Zorn
Oh,
is
new
what I
channel
would
name
like to
for
learn
future.
in this
Cocaine and
bracket.
concubines.
Ah. That's gonna be like instantly demonetized. Well, we have to be monetized first, right?
Beat the system.
Banned from.
Hey, how you guys doing in Apex Legends, right? Doing
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
well? Leveling?
I'm a big Wraith main.
Yes,
think
definitely.
that's a character?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, this is a role play of Apex Legends, by the way. Or no,
Yeah.
Elden Ring. Is it Elden
Both. What doesn't matter. We can
Elden Apex.
I Elden my legends to get the Apex ring.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, alright, good.
Check
I
me.
like Tracer and her pants.
That's Overwatch. You're blowing a cover, man.
Pikachu.
Weed cat.
Dogecoin. Fuck you.
So there's one video of like these guys talking about Pokemon, and they go, "Oh yeah, I really, was Kazakhstan a Gen 1 Pokemon?" And the guys are like, "What?" Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
Like Kazakhstan? That's a country, bro.
Who has Rutherford going with him?
The Decadic.
Why?
Sure.
Because he's going into some sort of social situation, I think, so he could use the help.
Yes.
Good point.
Damn, that's right.
So, let me see if I have this straight. We've got an awkward social person being backed up by a mechanical awkward social person.
No,
it's
this is
Rutherford.
Rutherford.
Oh, Rutherford.
Yes.
So,
I'm
socially okay,
Different.
gun-wise not okay.
Okay.
He might get
Gun
shot in the back
awkward.
of the head. We don't know.
Well, no, he's not. He's
You'll
the
be safe,
captain.
yeah.
Oh, good point.
Yeah. They'll fire a shot and they'll ricochet. Boom, bing.
Always
Hit him
from our
somehow.
ship.
Okay. Ooh, I need to use the
I don't
bathroom
get
real quick.
stabbed.
Yeah, I think you with the Enderguard would really be a smooth thing. Your character, I just think your
Drink him
character.
at the table.
Go party with
Oh, yeah.
hookers and the guards. Yeah, I mean, what do you have?
Give him some Piggy and Squid stories, slip him some drinks. There you go.
Is there like a bridge nearby?
There's this one.
Yeah.
You're gonna be at Market
And this
Square 1
brothel's
now.
over there, yeah.
It's Market Square 1, I'm pretty sure, for that brothel.
No, it's this one.
Are you?
Market Square
I
1.
wrote it down right there.
Damn it.
Yeah, this is the brothel. That's Market Square 1.
Okay.
Okay, so if I stay out of a carriage, I'm okay.
And it's not the
I'm
Chappaquiddick,
totally okay to
so you're
drive.
doubly okay. It's not the Chappaquiddick.
When you drink enough, they look the same.
You hear Oswald's
That's
voice in your
Rivers.
ear. Get a carriage, Smooth. Trying to get you.
No, it's who? Who is that?
Is Oswald still kicking around, or did we? I can't remember. If we did
He's
something
been
about
absorbed.
We think, maybe.
As far as we know,
He's right
been
here.
absorbed into Smoot.
Smoot appears to be perfectly normal, or what counts as normal for him.
It may be Oswald.
it. Okay.
Who knows?
Depends what took over. We don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
This could be evil Smoot. Who's marginally worse than regular Smoot.
No, Evil Smoot has a goatee.
Takes you a while to grow one.
That's why we have a ship barber.
By the way, have you guys heard of this new band called Smoot's Beard?
Alright. Who?
Isn't that just lesbian covers?
Good night, everybody.
I mean, that's even better.
Yes.
You guys.
They're a cover band for lesbians.
Okay.
Which lesbian?
Okay.
So who's gonna be first?
Let's knock my rumors out of the way. We're gonna go to
Better get 15.
more like the
members
church
ready.
area.
Yeah, he's gonna roll gangbusters on this one.
How do you gather rooms? What are you doing? Are you giving money to give yourself possibly a bonus? Are you?
I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna be persuasive.
You're being persuasive. How? What are you doing in the church area at 5 p.m. to gather rumors? There's people about. There's milling, but like just thematically set.
Trust.
There are things you can do to
I
add.
feel like everything I'm coming up with is more lies, so I guess I'm doing deception.
Okay.
And
How are you doing deception? Are you disguising yourself as a priest? Are you?
as
Like,
an
what do you-
ardent follower, and I'm trying to get.
Quick, it's Zarba, kill him.
Yeah, you're pretending to be Zarbok wanting to join him in a call. I love it.
Zarbok. So you're being Zarbok.
And then Zarbok
You're
shows up
trying
dressed
to
like
get
him.
into the Church of CI.
And I'm looking.
As an acolyte.
Yes, ways to prove myself and things that'll help further the church's goals. I'm here to help.
I want you to give me two different rolls.
Church, not cult. Church.
The second roll, you will either have disadvantage, normal roll, or disadvantage based off the first roll, so it's a gamble.
Great.
I want you to give me a performance check.
Okay.
Be Zarbok. Be a
Hey,
person
I'm
that
joining
wants to
any
join.
cause. Everybody hates me. Oh wait, that's not quite good.
gonna kill me.
I'm the inferior poison fan.
My brother's so much cooler than me. I wish I was like him.
So, let's have that performance.
23.
23. I will give you advantage because you have assumed the role so well. It's so convincing. It's easy. You've
little coward,
found
too.
like
It's great.
you bought makeshift robes of a follower of CI. You briefly looked into the religion just enough
Skimmed
to
it.
like say the right
Basically, there's
keywords.
notes or like things out. I'm looking at them off the wall a little bit.
Yeah, you
got that.
posted like the tenets of CI in the background. Oh yeah, and I like life and blessings.
That Maladak was a good set,
And
wasn't he?
see other side for more detail. Oh, that's my favorite.
Got notes on the inside of your second
Give me,
set of
give me an
eyelids.
advantage on deception.
That's a 29. 29.
Jeez.
Jesus.
No, CI. That's the.
Yeah, Maledict's the Jesus, right?
As far as I'm concerned, just keep going down that list of rumors, unless there's one you really
Straight
think.
down the
Only
list.
if we can nail them to 2 pieces of wood.
You need to find that quest in Cyberpunk 2. We talked about that. Did you do
There's a sequel already?
No. there's like a
You heard it here, folks. Cyberpunk sequel coming 2023.
It is the
Thank you, Tom.
craziest mission I've ever played in any.
Okay. Note, these are things you learn. Rumor 29. The head cook at the castle, John, is going mad. He sees poisoners everywhere. He tastes everything and then waits to see if there's anything. And he has tasters everywhere.
That's fine.
Okay. He didn't tell you that.
No,
Oh,
of course, he didn't really say much.
Oh,
You should've
Princess
tried to
Bride
poison him, see if he
scene.
noticed.
But you notice outside of Henry LeBlanc, he had no friends. He was obsessed with cooking.
But he has tasters everywhere.
Yep.
You must pay them well.
The archpriest always travels with a dozens of Black Enengard. He is barely ever seen. That is when he moves outside of the keep.
I'm sure you say dozens. That
Dozens.
sounds like a bunk
So
rumor.
when he leaves
That's
the
too
keep,
many.
he has a lot more than normal.
Continue.
Okay.
Wait,
Once again, not all these are accurate.
didn't we find out that he hasn't been seen with the Endo Guard recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, so not these are just rumors,
No rumors.
not fact.
Okay, cool. I just wanted
They're fake news.
to throw fake news.
Some might be partially true, some might not be. But it says when he travels.
True.
So
Like when he
that's
travels to the
outside.
church, when he will have an endo guard. Guard.
When he wants to go to Cancun for the week.
Cardinal Zorn
How's
knows more than he lets on. He's sly fox, that one.
Just imagine you like Zarbok is just standing there. These people just walk up and go, "Hey, did you hear?" And
Well,
they walk
this
away.
is more like him, like going and talking to other priests
Oh,
and
okay.
other people in the chapel, and like, you know, it's like he's wearing the garb. It's
Got
like,
it.
oh,
I heard someone say
here's
Zorn, and I went
exotic
over and said
followers.
something like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you know, that guy knows a lot."
I hear the castle guards expect someone to assassinate the archpriest before he leaves.
Boy, they are doing a terrible job of preparing for it.
Father Boswick has ordered another barrel of wine from the castle. What a drinker. He has 3 barrels of wine delivered a day from
Jesus.
the grocer. And they gives you the grocer's name, which is the grocer you've already met.
They're full of underage girls.
Yeah, Bertrand.
Bit of a dickhead. He took my finger. I mean, technically, I cut it off and gave it to him, but that's different. Or not different.
Your reptiles grow back.
He will once I get back to the ship and put the ring back on.
The archpriest's confessor, Father Osmond, must be the most miserable man alive.
Yeah, he got excommunicated.
Yeah.
By his own letter.
Oh yeah, you did excommunicate him. I'd say you wouldn't be searching for that one. I'll give you a bonus one. The Black Indian Guard are known to patrol the river at night. When the alarm level is 2 or above.
Oh.
Adorable.
Is that phrase snoring?
No, that's
is
Baldur.
Oh.
Snoring up a storm.
I have sometimes seen Gutrid, the laundress of the castle, wandering the streets at night. She has been seen with one of the cardinals.
Ooh.
She's just waiting for her type to come in.
That's.
It's a detergent.
I had a really bad image when you said that. It got worse after Tom said that.
There is a castle guard I know, Lewis, who is always broke. He has a large family, you see, and a sick son.
Wow. You sure you don't want to kill him?
Good guy.
I know.
So if you, so
Like
instead,
you're killing like
He might want to die.
Cratchit.
you. Oh. So then here's what you do: get Krasdek. Krasdek does the Scrooge thing. Squeeze the money out of Lewis before you kill him and his family.
You want to learn the sort of thing, go find Ulrich the Wise. He knows everything.
I like it. Your devious plan. Yeah, get an insurance policy. Kid dies, collect. Sue him for fraud, collect on that. Family ruined, has to leave.
Okay.
The Archpriest's staff is proper magic, full of lightning, thunder, and holy fire. Very bad.
Proper magic. Give to Decadic.
Super magic. Cool.
Yeah, so the Archpriest has a magical thing.
We're gonna take his stick.
You get one more bonus thing. You rolled a 29.
Yeah.
You get one more bonus thing that's not on here, but it's in a separate area.
Okay.
You learn that Cardinal, what is his name? He's the third one. Cardinal Zorn is in charge of the accounting, specifically the tithing to the church. The tithing to the church has been a little light over the last couple months, and it's always expected to be a little lighter than it should, but it's been more light of late. It has caused some of the festivities that were going to be planned to not be able to be held
Like the feast?
at the feast.
At the feast or like the whole feast?
Over the feast, some of the activities are either being built on shoddier stages, or are not being done that were planned, or are not as grand. There's like half the amount of fireworks. There's just
Instead of getting
less
Queen,
stuff.
you're getting a Queen cover band.
And also, in the meantime, I have signed up Zarbok to join this church.
Sounds good. You've signed your brother up to be a member of the Church of CI.
Put his email on that.
Noted.
Make sure they've got his address.
Did you give accurate information?
No.
No? All right.
No, I'm already, upset with him for joining whatever random cult he stumbles across, so.
Nice.
Oh, Brennan, you joined the Church of CI. How could you?
He's gonna end up back on that Yonti Island we stopped at the very beginning somehow.
One with the
I'm all
non-existent
for it.
owlbears and boulders.
No, it was the one that had a Leviathan, not Leviathan, a Hydra in it.
Oh, where you guys all got
left out
captured
like a
except
bud.
us. I was invisible. He pretended to be it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You
You're
guys
like,
have done a lot of
The
stuff.
Enterprise will return. We have to pretend. Also, the Enterprise can't at this point.
Because Zarbok shows up. I return on behalf of the Enterprise.
Okay. So, you learn a lot of stuff.
The church was full of information.
Last 5, and you actually went through one of the night masses. It's a nice ceremony.
The Archpriest didn't show up.
No, and the Archpriest did not show up to the ceremony, even though there was a spot in the front for him. Somebody shows up for him. I believe the one that shows up for him is a Father Gomstead. Jumped right on that.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
He's there, and you've seen Father Gomstead. He's the one that gives the ceremony. It's a beautiful church. CI is depicted as a sleeping maiden. There's a recreation of the resurrection, which is basically Lord Maledek coming back 3 days later with a heart in his hand and a sword in his other hand.
A
A
knight's edge
black
sword.
sword in his other hand.
So we have the holy relics.
It depicts him coming back, resurrecting, watching over the sleeping goddess, preserving the last of the first trees, and you see a couple centaurs show up, and they are the CI people, and they kneel in reverence. There's this very, very elderly centaur that shows up. He is known as the Truth Speaker.
Ooh.
And very
Away
old,
from him.
like old. Like he's
60.
no. CI live centaurs live twice the human lifespan.
120.
So he's
140.
like 190. Like this guy, like if you breathe on him wrong, he's gonna fall over.
By
Or
lying
just your
his face,
standard,
what?
or basically just your standard pope, right? Just
How old is he? 180, 190?
180, 190.
Amateur. 300.
Some of us
baby.
don't have 100 years to waste doing nothing.
Hey, I didn't do nothing. I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, you sure haven't done nothing.
So why elves can be so old and yet so low level. I wasted my 100 years bird watching.
Couldn't figure
I'll
out
tell
which,
you, I saw 4 birds.
couldn't figure out which bird I was supposed to be watching, but I watched it.
I asked them all.
To know-
None of them knew.
That's what you have. Imagine a nice large ceremony like that. Obviously, the high priestess not available as well.
Because she's high.
Who wants to be next?
Probably, well, maybe. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fight.
And it's just you, or are you going, or is anybody going with you?
Just me.
Is
Rutherford's going with you.
Rutherford's going with him.
Mhm.
He's doing Endo Guard, yeah.
Okay. So the Black Endengard, you are trying to find them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will say, roll me a. How do you want to try to find them?
I don't know if you could reach it though.
What you roll is dependent on how you try to find them, right? You can do this through a magical means. You can do this through a physical
there.
means. You can do this by talking
Thank
to
you.
people. You can do it by tracking them down.
Talking to people and see how they talk about the Endogard.
So you're trying to find out about the Endogard through talking to people? Okay. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check. You can speak the
Okay.
language for the next 5 hours, so. Oh, did you burn for the rally cry?
Yeah, if we met up for dinner, I would have burned another rally cry.
Okay.
17.
Guys.
17. You generally know the Endengard only gather together during dinner at the keep.
Jealous.
Normally. Unless they're celebrating, which they will be at the festival.
Mm-hmm.
They do all live in town, right? You could find them individually, but as a group collective, the only time you're going to find them is during dinner at the keep, which they are having dinner at the keep now, but it's at the keep. They normally, with a 17, you would know that they do have a poker game at the keep, but it's mostly just amongst them and other guards. At the dinner and the poker would end around 8:30, in which case most at least 3 of the 5 of them would go home.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, you do not know where they live. You've only burned 1 hour of time. It's currently now 6 o'clock.
Where do they prefer to celebrate?
When they celebrate, go ahead and roll me another persuasion for that one.
19.
19. They normally, when they do celebrate, they celebrate at the brothel, and they celebrate. There are 2 celebrations a year, in which basically oaths are you can avoid. Basically, you can step out on a marriage standpoint. And it's okay. One of them is the festival coming out. They do commonly celebrate at the brothel. The brothel is located at
Market Square 2.
Market Square 2. Her name is
Rosie Paul.
what is her name? What is the brothel's?
Oh, it's
Olivia runs the brothel.
Olivia. Yeah, let me pull
yeah,
up.
Livia, yeah.
The Bloody Rests.
Matt, yeah.
Bloody yes, which the owner is.
Livia has the supplies, yeah. She employs Ruth.
Is it Olivia?
It's just Livia.
Just Olivia.
She's on NPC summary.
Oh,
She's the madam. Under contact.
Tiefling with some fire genasi.
Livia, contacts. Livia, thank you. Gee, many crisps. I didn't replace the name in here. Here's your flag.
Not my universe.
Livia Blackwood is her last name.
I'm sorry. I'm just so
She's a
used to
female half elf. There we go. Sorry about
Knocked
that.
off my lap, and it's like, oh, this is a chair for me.
Hey.
And they employ prostitutes there. He rolled so high on a 19. Additionally,
I'm gonna take my seat back.
some of the two of the Black Ended Guard who are unmarried do play dice at the local inn, which is the Sober Monk Inn. They will normally play dice around 10 o'clock. And when they do play dice, they always escort a large, rotund man who plays dice with them at about 10 o'clock. Which he will be playing dice tonight.
Man. As I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
We're mean, but we're not cruel.
Aww.
And he's
Sorry,
known
we're
to
cruel, but we're
show
not
up
mean.
to play dice about once every
Thank God.
3 days. So if he goes tonight, that means the next time he plays dice is probably going to be on the second day. With the Black Ended Guard. The two younger ones. Additionally, you learn the Black Ended Guard are always dressed in black full plate and are covered from head to toe. They are almost indistinguishable, and they do have black, like silk coverings over their faces, much like a faceless kind of guard. They are recognized mostly by theirs, and they do speak to each other in coded phrases.
So not even a language.
Not even a language. It's probably so that they can know who it is, since they're always disguised. So they know if you're actually a Black Ended Guard, they'll probably have certain things they say.
Oh, that's so cool.
Darmok and Gelada
The caged whale sings of the briny deeps.
Let's go, Brandon.
It is now.
I want to go home.
That was 6 o'clock. It is now 7 o'clock. You have 3 more hours.
I just put that on there just in case he does.
Oh, yeah,
Go get the dice.
And you can always go past 10, right? The bedtime doesn't have to be then. It just means you get a little bit later
Smoot
start
cat,
on the
deal
last
that
day.
Well, no, because then I won't be able to speak the language.
You get 4 hours during this time.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
Well, I'm giving him 5, but yeah, he's going to run low. But it doesn't mean that he can't go find one to even top up.
you can find one of him and top up. I'm out of spells.
Oh, shit, Warlock. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he finds me, I just instinctively cast Featherfall on him. Ah, fine, whatever.
No, I didn't pick you up under my arm.
Yeah,
That's the signal.
Oh, Smoot's coming. Gotta prepare Featherfall.
If you want to think about it, we can come back to you. Okay. Who wants to be next? Just remember that I owe you 3 hours. Playtime.
I'll go next.
Going next. All right. What are you doing?
I want to try to figure out where Lewis lives.
Okay. It should be relatively easy. How do you want to go about doing it?
You steal one of his children.
The sick one.
Ransom and hostage.
No, you just. I'm just gonna tell you.
If
Torture.
I guess first thing I probably want to know, and maybe I figured this out. I guess I didn't write it down, but maybe I would have an idea. Would be when is he guarding the gates? Like when is his
Shift.
shift? Yes.
His shift? Oh, you already figured out his shifts. He is. Let me pull up the schedule. Because you figured out he is daytime, where Bonk is nighttime.
All right, yeah, that's
okay.
right.
So he's commonly either guarding the main gate, which is half of his day, and
That's the day shift.
yeah. So he guards the archpriest. I want to say between the hours of 1700 to 2200 are 6, 7, 8, 9. So 17 to 21 he's guarding the archpriest, which means 4 hours before. 14 to 1600 he's normally guarding the gate.
Isn't 14 and 16, those are in the afternoon, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's
yeah,
just not
yeah,
overnight.
Yeah, he's not the overnight guy.
Oh, okay, my bad.
But he commonly does guard the gate most of the day. Basically, between 6 and 2200, he's working. And he does that on, technically what they do is they work 3-month shifts. 3 months out of the year, you're fucking working all the time. And then you're basically off to like a quarter day, right?
Okay.
So this is his 3 months. And then he'll switch off with another guy on a quarter day. That way it doesn't burn people out. You'll learn that out. That's easy. Like, oh, I want to get a job as a guard. What do I have to do? That kind of thing. So, and you probably figured it out just from talking to Henry at Bunk, right? Because he's probably bitching about, oh man, I'm like 2 months into this fucking job. I'm going to fucking slit my own throat and that guy.
Oh, that's one night.
But yeah, basically between 6 and 2200, he's working. Then he goes to sleep and then he works.
Okay, so I think what I would do is I would kind of hang out around the keep and wait for him to leave. And run into him and
Ooh, assault. I like it.
and kind of like talk to him on his way as he's going home.
2200 is going to be 10 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock, he's done.
Okay, sure.
That's something to keep in mind. If you want, I'll let you take 4 hours of your rest now, or 5 hours of your rest now, and then do that if you wanted to do that. Or, potentially, you could just have a later start tomorrow if you want to do a bunch of information gathering now. Right?
I'll do a later start tomorrow.
Later start tomorrow? Okay. So, what information gathering when you do now? Because that's for free. You would have got that from Henry of Bonk. You would understand what their schedules were because you got that beforehand, where his is between 6 and 22, and technically Henry of Bonk doesn't start till like the afternoon, but he's like 1400 to like 6, right? Basically, you ever work like those overnight shifts where you start in the afternoon and you work all night long? It's kind of one of those. They basically work for a 12-hour. They're 12 on, 12 off.
Like a
for
nurse?
about 3 months. Yeah, kind of like a nurse.
Jeez.
Sexy nurse.
I want to try to find out some more about like his sick kid. Like what's wrong with his sick kid.
Yeah. How do you want to go about doing that?
Does he actually care?
Yes.
Stab his character.
Let's see.
Your kid can't be a drain on your resources.
Presumably, if he's very pious,
Okay.
I would want to go inquire at like a chapel.
Okay.
Find a priest, or not necessarily one of the priests that we have, but a nun or something, just to see like, oh hey, I heard this guy, he's got a really sick kid. Like, what's wrong?
Okay. With your connections, right, and your proficiencies, it shouldn't be too hard. So that would be towards the local cathedral, right? The Church of CI.
Okay.
So while you're there, they are having a big service right now, right? But there's a lot of priests outside. You do see a slithering Zorksen going inside. They go, oh, really? Tell me more.
And just for
I'd love to join any
just,
religion.
Just for a second, I'm like, what the fuck is Zarbok doing here?
God damn it. Fucking, no one tells Zorksen. He's going to kill me.
It's like, one more thing to worry about this time.
Okay.
The hell is
Oh,
he
yeah.
doing?
Go ahead and roll me a, I'll let you roll either a persuasion or a knowledge religion, right? One of those two. Either one works.
I'm gonna go with persuasion.
Persuasion. All right.
Bad move.
I will give you a +2 to your persuasion.
That'll be a 22.
22.
It's nice.
What the child is suffering from is called the wasting sickness.
Scusi.
It's thought to be perhaps some kind of disease or curse. It mostly afflicts the poor. It is said that once afflicted, someone has maybe 3 years to live. Magics to remove disease and curses rarely work against it. It seems to keep coming back.
Herpes.
It's rumored to be some kind of funnel, some kind of great curse from the Red God upon his followers, and that he curses so many followers of the goddess Sia. No, the goddess is Lifa. Lifa. The main worshippers are the centaurs, who are called the Sia.
Okay. Okay.
The Sia people are the predominant worshippers of Lifa.
So it's okay.
The Red God, out of character, Kor, can't say the word, so people just say the Red God. It said that it's basically his curse upon her followers, that he will curse and sap the life strength out of them. It said if someone is dying of the wasting sickness, that there's probably a red priest nearby who is drawing out their life force and giving it to the Red God.
Excuse me.
It's said to be curable, but only by powerful magics.
Like how powerful?
20. The first hours are going to be good enough. You're going to have to get really deep in the religion. This is probably going to be probably going to be a religion check for you. If you want to research in the libraries, I'll let you do that because you have access.
Can Bernie help him?
Bernie can help him. I will let you roll a religion check with advantage.
He looks just like me.
To see how high you roll is how much time it's going to take. I'll say it'll take 2 hours, but if you roll high enough, I'll say 1. If you roll really high, I'll say it only took a half an hour.
23.
23. It only takes you an
Not walking
hour.
with a hitch in his step like his backside hurts.
He's used to it.
Essentially, what you need is the spell Dispel Good and Evil, Greater Restoration, or alternatively Heal.
Dispel good and evil. Fucking Lord Stuffington isn't here. He's going to
He'll be here. The ship is coming. The ship is coming.
Greater restoration. And what was the last one you said?
Heal.
I got one for you. Reincarnation.
Actually, oddly enough, most curses, reincarnation continues on.
Well, that's rude.
Oh.
Yeah, you're still cursed. It doesn't remove negative buffs.
Would purify food and drink work?
Like, if I'm a cannibal...
Yeah, the kid gets so he can be better consumed. So we need the ship.
I think you have to cook
get the
him
robot because we need the
Essentially,
teddy bear.
it's a spell that functions as a combination of curing disease and curse at the same time. And those 3 spells basically do that.
I could make a winter court or spring court deal. See what happens.
How's my hand?
I mean, I can make a deal.
Or it could be like,
So,
Okay.
I will say it's 7 o'clock, but yeah, that's what you've learned so far.
Okay.
So basically, on his salary, no way he could cure his son.
Sure.
He has 7 kids, and that is his eldest son is afflicted.
Well, money's about to stretch further.
how many kids does he have?
7.
Oh, he's got spares. Are there no poorhouses? Are there no prisons? If he's going to die, then let them and reduce the surplus population.
Yep.
Screw it. Let's crack that.
That's cleric, everybody. That's cleric.
I mean, I love my cigar, but I
Good old
occasionally take it out of my
crack.
mouth.
Yeah.
So, what do you got?
Kill them all.
Now I want to go find that enchanter.
Okay.
Yes, Tim the enchanter.
No gladiators? Come on.
It's a little too early for that.
In the day? Oh, I guess so. Yeah.
I mean,
Prime milking hours. Look, it's a
can
time.
enter Claria Macariel.
Yes.
Yes. Female half elf in the market quarter. The street outside adjacent, there's a
PM
large
hours
home.
going all the way to 15.
The enchanter is a plastered, large,
15
single-story
o'clock
building
PM.
with a tan wooden roof and tiled floor.
So
It
5
contains a
PM
large grandfather
15
clock
PM.
and a bookshelf full of books and candles.
Yes, that would be.
Outside, they do advertise. Their specials are Cap of the Mountebank, Quall's Feather Token, and
Zero.
Helms of Telepathy.
0 p.m.
Because you don't actually have a
What is Quall's
1200.
feather token? Just out of curiosity.
This is technically
Quall's Feather Token.
23.
That is a good question.
22.
I think I used to know
I'm
what
just
that
kidding.
was.
You've ruined everything.
21.
Quall's Feather Token.
He said he can't do math.
Quall's Feather Token. A tiny object looks like a feather. Different types of feathers and tokens exist, each
I've had
with a
this
random
token
single-use effect. Anchor, bird, fan, swan, boat, tree, and whip. So you can use an action to
Get out.
the token
Just
to
get
ship.
out.
So you can make it for the anchor. You can turn it into a boat. For a bird, you can turn it into a basically a flying mount. For a fan,
A boat?
you can basically control sails and fill them. There's a swan boat, which you can use it to turn into a. Token
What?
disappears. A 5 foot by 20 foot rowboat.
Okay.
It
did you
can
say
turn
it
to a
was-
tree or one that can turn to a whip.
Did you say it was a single use item?
Single use.
Okay.
And she can make any of them. Basically, single use, you can basically whip the feather token, right, which looks like a feather. As you whip it into shape, it turns into that thing. So it's kind of like holding into something. They're only expensive because basically you take that thing and you put it inside a feather.
So then, can you put it back in a feather, or will it just remain that item?
Once it's used, and the effect is there.
It's yeah.
Does it eventually like dissolve or anything?
It does disappear after a
Okay.
time.
I had one that did the gust of wind.
Okay.
Scarlet did, I think.
So I think what I would like to try to find.
Those are the items she can make. She does have an inventory of
Okay.
other things, or she can enchant things.
Okay. I would like to see if I can find. I'm granted it's an enchanter, not necessarily a spell.
Thank you.
Or anything with spells, but I would like to see if I can find anything that would have those effects.
A scroll with one of those.
Yes.
It's going to be a higher roll with her, but I will give you that the church doesn't have any because they've used them over time. I will give you a 30% chance.
Okay.
30% chance, low or high, you choose.
Low.
Low. So you want 30 or below.
55.
55. She doesn't have one in stock. She could get one, though, if you're willing to spend time.
How long?
Depends on the roll. And you can also spend money to increase the bonus to this roll.
Okay.
The base item for one of these, the cheapest one, is going to be 1,500 copper pieces.
Okay.
That's the base cost.
Okay.
Anything above that, you can give yourself a bonus to this roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I will say just asking her, "Hey, do you have this?" didn't cost you any time.
Okay.
Because that's why would it cost you time?
Sure.
You're like, I don't know, look around.
I can check the back.
Give me 6 hours.
I don't have one now, but I could.
Essentially, this would be like you incentivizing her to. It would probably be a persuasion check,
Okay.
unless you're trying some other means. And yeah, you can offer items,
Okay.
money.
I have a couple of items I think I might want to see, but so if I just say, okay, well, how long could it take with just paying the money, can I then be like, well, what if I gave you this too? Could you get quicker?
Base is going to be 3 days without a roll.
That's like all of our time.
It's like all of our time.
Yeah, it would be like the last day.
Give up on the kid.
No, I'm saying kid.
That'd be without making a roll.
Okay, without making a roll.
Yeah, the roll would only decrease the time.
Okay.
You could technically get this down to 2 hours if you rolled good enough with enough incentive and trade it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Offer her some milk.
Got some wonderful gladiator milk. It's fresh.
You see, if he saves the kid, he unlocks the
Very
secret part where he
creepy.
finds his missing triplet brother.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Sure, we
I
should
want
have
to 1,500 copper.
Okay.
And then also throw in the Ring of Shooting Stars.
Oh damn.
Ring of Shooting Stars. Let me look up some of these items.
There's a dog right there.
Yes, sir.
What color is that?
Purple.
Nice.
Oh God. Ring of Shooting Stars.
It shoots stars.
Why do you want to do that?
He doesn't. He's getting rid of it.
Oh, he's getting rid of it.
Ring of Shooting Stars. Very rare. Okay, that is a that's a purple item. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's that. Okay, that's worth quite a bit.
Okay.
No more. There is a level where you just succeed at that
Okay,
point
okay.
without the roll.
Lord's Ensemble. No. I'm kidding.
Oh shit! There is a lot of sand. I will give you that.
Oh, I forgot to sweep the shop today. Sorry.
Because I
Oh,
just
some
have
just
this,
blew in.
I just have this sitting in here, the Wand of Web.
Wand of Web. Wand of Web is a.
It's been sitting on all this sweet stuff, you bastard.
It's uncommon.
Hey man, you play long enough, you get a lot of items. Just they pack
Spider-Man.
up.
Oh, I know. And then
So
your
that's
character
a
gets
green-
turned into a
that's a green-
statue.
Okay.
And then
Or
protected by
dragon
a dragon.
itself.
Okay.
How much I still have a crystal from the angels from L.
Oh.
Would that interest her at all?
Crystal of the angelic ones.
Yeah. I'd say that's an automatic right there.
Cool.
Wait, what time is
With
it?
the purple, the item, the blue, and that crystal, I will. Fuck, it's here in an hour.
All right. Cool.
You have it by it's only 8 o'clock.
Too much for this child.
I wouldn't say it.
Yeah, like that.
Because I
That
want to
was,
get him out
that
of
was
the
like,
past.
that, yeah. That's a lot. Like the purple item got you most of the way there. If it was a purple and a blue, boom. Purple, green, and that, boom. That got you there. No roll.
Cool.
No roll.
Cool.
Or else you would-
You offer. I actually do have one in the back. I remember.
At this point, she's like casting telepathy. She teleports somewhere. She spends a crazy amount of money. She comes back with one. Right?
All right.
What did you get?
Yeah, it's actually.
Which one?
Which one did I get?
Which one do you want?
That would be heal.
Okay.
You got a fucking roll of persuasion. You might get more than one.
Oh, this is the tokens?
No.
No.
This is a scroll to fix the sick kid.
To fix.
Oh, this is...
So
What did you
anyway,
say? Persuasion.
Persuasion.
while he's doing that, Norhagen and I are sneaking off to Lewis's house to find our child.
Kidnap the kid. Well, I'd help you, but somebody stole my child.
Yes, kidnap. That's what we were doing.
Don't worry, though.
a child.
Cure you.
Hey, wait. Go ahead.
21.
21.
He wouldn't stop screaming.
You can pick 2 of them, and she will bring them.
chicken. It was a baby.
You can pick 2 of the same one if you want it. You can have 2 heals if you want it.
Heels, man.
I go with 2 heals.
She comes back fresh from Visaria.
Got it from the kid's mom, in fact.
Technically, yes.
To my little kitty kids.
So she comes back, she fucking teleports there, teleports back. She's used all of her high level spells at this point. When she puts them down, she's like, 2 scrolls of heal for those items. She pulls it. She's almost more excited for the gems. Right? Because she looked at him, she's like, angel shards. She kind of puts all those in a bag. There you go, sir. Is there anything else you want?
I don't believe so. Thank you very much.
You have a fantastic day.
Give me all your money.
I go out and then I come back in with like a hood over my face.
What is this, Grand Theft Auto?
She ends up
Mugging
being
the
like
hooker?
a fucking elder.
Yeah, the one person you rob and like Elder Fairy Dragon. I'm like, objectively, the second strongest guy in town.
Technically, he wasn't robbing them. He was getting the attention to try to get the guy he was following, but it really looked very bad.
Really,
He
officer,
did
this
put
is
a
what it
bullet
looks
into
like.
the roof. Or into her ceiling.
And that, Your Honor, is why I shot a hole in her ceiling.
And made someone else pay for it.
You got what?
Yeah,
2
so I
hours
had to
left?
build a chair.
Okay, and now was it a potion of heal or was it a scroll?
It was a scroll of heal. Anyone can use a scroll, though. You get the activation word, boom, you can use it.
You have to have a throat in order to use a potion.
But anyway, even a commoner can use a scroll.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Essentially, what a scroll is an entire spell cast out in long form. And there's a single activation word at the bottom, and it executes a spell.
Like a program.
Yeah.
Sure.
By thy name be done. Zorksan.
Zorksan, quotations, not really Zarbok, end quote.
You can choose whatever you think is appropriate for the activation phrase. It's there for roleplay purposes.
Both scrolls come with an invitation text indicating wedding.
His mom really wants this to go.
Oh yeah, she does. Well, you considering what god she worships, right?
Yeah.
Is basically the god of hearth and matrimony. Life and matrimony. Oh
Them babies!
yeah, family life.
Yeah.
It's literally illegal for her to divorce.
I can't be a grandmother. I need to be one.
My sons keep dying.
Anyway, 2 hours. So what do you
Okay.
do?
So it's now.
I'm not sure about my daughter. I don't know if she swings that way, so who knows?
Well, I'd say doing that, her teleporting back and forth. You basically have about an hour.
This is 11.
So it'd
my
be
age.
21.
Yeah. It's basically the hour before 2200. So yeah, it's
That's when he got it.
So he gets off at 22. Okay.
he gets off. So you have an hour to do whatever you
I'm
want.
being born is the
I don't want anyone sloppy.
You can do rumor hunting, anything.
Yeah, let's just do.
It's gonna be less effective. You can do
Yeah,
rumors. You can
before
find out about somebody's schedule. Just less. You'd only get like 1 or 2 things.
Actually, you know what? Let me look here for just a second.
What did you do before you got the items?
Nothing. He pretty much just went there. It was
Yeah.
right in the neighborhood.
So it just took
I
you 2 hours
would
to
like
get that all.
to-
There was no
You
travel to
lost
get
your
there.
back to Balger.
I would like.
This is the way.
We don't know much about Father Lupin, do we?
You guys know nothing about Father Lupin.
I want to learn something about Father Lupin.
Learn something about Father Lupin. Go ahead and how do you want to find out? It could be a religion check because you're in the area. It could be a persuasion check. You could persuade. You could beat up a priest with intimidation.
You shan't let that hoodie go to waste.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna at least kill the kid, at least beat up somebody.
Let's beat up a priest. I'm gonna try to use. I'm gonna use religion.
Yeah, go ahead and do religion.
You're gonna beat up a priest with religion.
12.
He died for your sins.
I know he did.
Okay, what was the total of your religion?
Hello.
12.
Oh.
12. Okay, obviously you already know he's pious, focus, and shelter. That was already given to you. He is directly connected to Father Zorn,
Oh, yeah.
and he is the one that receives the tithing
Thank you,
that
Tim.
brings it back and forth from Father Zorn. You also learned with a 12, the tithing has been fairly light
I don't even
recently.
know she's down.
Yep. Sif, outside. Come on.
So,
Sif,
gather
outside.
tithes.
Outside.
And I will let you ask about a 2-hour period on his calendar.
For God's sakes.
on any of the 3 days. You get to learn about a 2-hour period.
Go upstairs.
Let's go for. Let's see, where do we got the most going on here? I don't really care about that much. Let's go for.
Mad respect, Balder.
For. Let's say noon to 2.
Noon to 2. And this is for Father Lupin.
Mm-hmm.
Father Lupin from noon to 2 on the which day? The first day?
Let's go second.
Noon to 2 on the second day. So that's 12 to 1. Okay. From 12 to 1 on the second day, he is doing a reception in Area 3 of the map.
But it goes bad, they have to put tinfoil in his ears.
So on the map, in Area 3, he's going to be doing a reception for the first 2 hours of during the festival.
Oh, here.
No, reception, Area 3 on the map, the big map, the inside the keep. Room 3.
Ah, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, right over right.
Room 3, he's going to be doing a reception. The continent, the containing of that is it's a marriage reception. He's marrying somebody inside the keep. It's a young couple. The young couple getting married is
Alice and her son Thorfinn.
the young couple getting married is a
Mr. Decadic
Nim Yeldarin to a Helot Norixurius, who is a female dragonborn, to a male elf.
Oh.
Scandalous outside of your country.
What was it was Hallex.
Nim Yeldarin and Helnot. Sorry, Helnot. Hilnot. Hillanot. The family name is Noraxis. Norixius. What kind of dragonborn is she?
Noraxis.
She is a...
It's Bravaxis backwards.
Ilgab.
She is a red dragonborn. Roll me a...
Dirty him. And then they're going to eat him.
Roll me an investigation check.
I probably can't use like my
Can you use what?
Indomitable Mechanism. Oh, it's a saving throw.
That's only saving throws. Sorry.
So it's an 11.
Puppy girl. Oh, I hate you.
It hasn't quite come to you. I'm going to give you one more check later on
Okay.
to realize something.
Okay. Interesting. Alrighty.
Okay. Okay. Who's next?
You got a preference, Dory?
Sorry these are taking so long. You guys at least having fun? or-
I'll go.
You got
Yep.
Okay.
Because I think mine can be
Still awake, aren't I?
Still awake. And there's a lack of dead hookers on Apex Legends.
Give him time. He'll get
So,
Where's the hot tub?
alright, so here's what we're going to do. I am going to saunter about and see who I can, using my bad reputation feature.
Bad reputation on the docks.
Yeah. So just I can get away
Find a
with.
bar called the Blue Oyster.
Oh God. I can get away with small crimes, but I can all, I have a bad reputation, so I can probably blend in with the rough and tough crowd. So I'll head over and be like, try to put out some feelers, like where are these smugglies at?
Smuggler.
Okay.
Using and I'm
As they're
wearing,
known in this world.
and I will be my arm up to about here is wrapped up,
Okay. Okay.
probably in some nice bandages.
Very Naruto.
And then I'm probably gonna have to I'll probably have to get a mask at some point,
Okay. Okay.
but covering half my face except for like the eyes, so I can still see. And then I'll have my circle of tongues, so I can blend in.
Okay.
Be like, "Arg, where be them smuggler types?"
Okay. This is gonna be kind of like a.
Train wreck.
No. You have levels of rook, right?
Oh, yeah.
Thieves can't. Right. That's gonna give you a bonus
heck
here.
yes.
I would say a skill you could roll.
Yeah.
Right, to find them. Probably be like a knowledge history would be good. You could probably do some kind of persuasion, right, as well.
What about perception?
Perception is for seeing stuff. Insight would be deduction, right, reading people.
Okay.
Right,
Can I
trying-
do investigation?
It's going to be a much higher DC.
I have a nice bonus to investigation.
You do have a nice bonus. The difference is like 5.
And my insight's really low, so let's do investigation.
Okay, okay. You're looking for thief sign.
Yeah.
Right? You're kind of looking. You're literally looking physically on buildings.
Yeah.
Kind of pulling things away, looking for
Yeah.
signs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make me a investigation check.
Oh, that's a natural 20 for 33.
33. DC
damn,
was
son.
20, so you beat it by 10. 13 actually. I will say within the first hour you are able to find essentially the entrance into a smuggler ring.
Okay.
And yeah, it's guarded by like a big, I would say,
How
full-blooded orc, right? With dark skin, wearing black clothes. He's got these deep red eyes. His skin is so ebony that it's tough to see the features in the darkness.
About how tall is he?
A full-blooded orc is about 9'3".
So someone who's actually taller than me.
Yeah, full-blooded orcs are
You're
fucking
looking up to someone.
massive.
I thought orcs weren't allowed in the city
Orcs?
because of the.
Oh shit, they wouldn't be. No. There you go. No.
Take
No.
that, DM.
You're right.
Knowing you're a little better than you.
Full-blooded ogre. He is 14 feet tall. He is short for an ogre.
Hello.
He has. I will still skip. I will still say to the same description.
Black with
Thank
red
you for
eyes.
thank you for the cat. I forgot about that.
But he's a smuggler, right? I mean,
He is rotund.
Smuggled himself in.
He is very rotund. I guess the best description I could get
He is the
close
door.
to would be like
That figure. Third one from the end on the top.
oh no, much too skinny. I would say like in Dragon Ball Z, right? The guy that sits on top of the giant spiral popo, right? Like a giant popo with grunty teeth. Oh wow. Okay. Think a giant ebon. So
wrong
basically,
with you?
take one of those
Jabba the
those
Hutt?
orcs. Basically, take one of these orc
the
things
fucking
I've got here.
There's you.
Yeah.
Then the dirt. Then the worms who live in the dirt.
That's racist.
Yes, it is. Yes,
So
it is.
basically, one of these orcs except for his ebony skin.
wait,
Right?
Yeah.
BBC Bridge.
Yeah.
Oh my
I watched that sound fight
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
That was on television?
Yeah.
For years, it still is.
That's like Jinx
Popo
from
doesn't really come up
Pokemon.
anymore.
When they first aired it in America, they tried to pull a Jinx in color and blue at first for the
Yeah.
American screens.
I remember that on Channel 5. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was still in Japanese, though. That was a
Oh,
problem.
Japan, what are you doing?
Okay, so anyway, it moved.
Yeah, I got it now.
So like, just basically a finely brown, a finely black kind of orc. But yeah, he's 14 feet tall. He's literally twice your height.
Yeah.
He, at this point, literally is like his head brushes where they have planks between the two flat rooftops, right? There are planks that go across them to connect two rooftops, and he takes up most of the alley, right?
Yeah.
There's no stealthing by him because there's no space. He's basically a wall, and his hand is physically on the door.
All right then.
His perception is terrible, but you can't pull open the door because his hand is on it.
I'm gonna. Is he looking at me?
Oh yeah, I mean he's
Okay.
fucking staring at you.
Okay.
Like it's like there's pretty much it's an empty alley, right, with a covered roof.
Gotcha.
And he's just sitting on there at the end of the alley with his hand on the door, just staring at you. Two white orbs staring out of the darkness, and a wide smile.
I say, big fella, mind letting me pass through that portal there that you're covering?
Passphrase.
I'm going to kind of like go back in my brain meets and be like, okay, thieves. Well, if I was a pirate, thief, smuggler, what would it be? Aha! The bilge rat knows when to flee and when to stay.
It's an old code, but it checks out.
Walk casual.
Roll me a percentile check and a 99 and above. I'll give it to you.
Oh my god! Alright. Witness me!
Best quiz.
No!
Wow.
It's got to be end account. It's gotta be end account.
End the thing.
Okay, because that was a 90.
Still not pass.
Oh, that's a 19!
So close.
It had a 9 in it.
You got a 9 twice. It was close. It was close. Just not in the same order. So, he just stares at you.
Oh shit.
Kind of estimates the distance between that and his spear he has off to his right.
Oh, that's not a telephone pole!
You're just slightly out of range. Yeah, he could reach out and stab anybody he wants.
Alright,
He
so
gets into
then
the-
I guess I'm gonna have to, insight maybe to figure out what it would be. Trying that along with I don't know.
It's going to be anything separate of reading minds.
Oh shit.
It's going to be tough.
Ooh, no.
Make another guess and roll for another 99 or above.
I kind of don't know what else to do. I mean, what?
You found the entrance.
Yeah.
You found the entrance. You just don't know the passphrase.
So here's what I'm gonna do. Because we're not on a timeout right now.
Not
Okay, so I'm gonna wait for about an hour. I'm gonna kind of maybe go find a nice spot to
Okay.
hide and try to observe and listen to see if someone else comes. Try to see what they say, and maybe use that as the code to get in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
Okay. So that would probably be like a stakeout, right?
Yeah,
Like
there you go.
a
That's-
stealth check combined with some kind of perception check.
I will do.
What will you do to aid those?
I think I want to do pass without a trace.
Okay, that lasts for an hour.
Will that work if I'm standing still though?
Yeah, but you're just basically going to be hiding outside.
Yeah, I'm
here.
blending into.
That'll work. It gives you a plus 10. It's
Okay.
basically, the environment works around you. It lasts for an hour, so that's germane.
Camouflage.
So yeah, go ahead and that will give you a plus 10 to your stealth check.
Excellent. Good.
And then depending on how well you stealth, is how close you'll be able to get.
Okay.
And that will dictate the DC on the perception check.
Okay. Cool.
Since
Excellent.
you have thieves' can't, you won't have to make an investigation check
Nice.
to decode.
Okay. Do that now.
Yeah.
Okay. I have disadvantage, so that's what I'm rolling with. Plus 10, you said.
Plus 10.
That's a 19.
19. You get pretty close, right? Not as close as you'd like to get,
Yeah.
but you're basically kind of really you're sitting next to a merchant that's near there, and you're basically giving the long sale between apples and fruits. Do I want pears? Do I want apples? Do you have any free samples? Right near the end of the hour, you're really gonna be stretching it. He's gonna get the fuck away. I'll give you a pear.
Apple. Windows. Apple. windows.
Are you sure you don't have mangoes?
Decadic might want a pineapple.
Tell me about where these are. These freshly sourced.
Wait a second. Well, sir, your distribution.
Are these cruelty-free?
Sure, we're in a desert.
Are these farm to table to farm?
Actually, not cruelty-free. Do these have cruelty attached to them?
Ooh, this kumquat and this mango.
These were made by slaves, right?
So, give me a
Only picked
perception
by
check.
child
I will
labor.
say, with the roll, the perception's gonna be a 20. Gonna need a 20 on this one. A total of 20.
That is a 25.
You beat it by 5. Okay, I will say within the first
Thank you,
30
thank you.
minutes
Yeah.
of you waiting,
Yeah.
the first guy that comes across,
Yeah.
you're able to cleanly hear the passphrase.
And the passphrase is?
Passphrase is, Oltec bids you welcome.
Oltec, it's you.
Just
Gotcha.
sits on frame.
Cool.
So you've only wasted a half an hour
Nice.
waiting. So
Okay, so then, yeah, I will kind of saunter back up to Big Joe.
see
And
if he recognizes you. It's gonna have
Because,
to be.
wait, if it's only
really-
half an hour, I'll turn off the pass without a trace.
Yeah, you can turn it off or keep it up. That's fine.
Would it affect his memory of me if I walked up with it?
That's
on?
just an intelligence check. A disguised self would affect the memory, or something that visually would impair him.
Okay, then never mind. Yeah, if it, I'll
Like a
just turn it
mustache.
Yeah.
off. A finger.
Poke him in the eye.
I can't reach.
Still, Bernard's glasses, just put those on.
Natural 3 with a -2. He has no idea who you are. He just knows to stab anybody that comes down the alley without the passphrase.
So the fact that he didn't stab me the first time.
Well, you were like 20 feet away.
Oh, so yeah.
His reach is 15 feet.
So I'll get close enough so I can talk to him.
With the spear,
Be
granted,
like-
you can 10 feet.
Oltec spits you
No,
welcome.
I'm sorry. Could I stop petting him?
Okay.
Thanks, Big Joe.
His hand kind of pushes the door open a little bit.
I'm gonna scamper in.
The door closes powerfully behind you.
Big
You
Joe.
find yourself in a stairway
Ooh.
that leads down into an open area. That's a large basement covered in wine barrels. Right, it's a large 30 by 30 foot room covered in wine barrels. There are 3 different stairways that lead up into
Yeah.
this building. This is the basement level. So this is kind of like a wine cellar. In the center of the wine cellar, you see there are 3 tables. Mostly guys just playing cards, gambling, talking to each other. You've been in a rogue's den before. They're basically kind of trading information. They're showing each other maps. They're pushing powders across from each other. One of them is kind of negotiating, like, "Hey, I've got these new girls coming into town," like that kind of thing. Just very, very. These are shady guys.
It's like Harry Mudd.
At the very top, beside each stairway, there sits a
Goblin.
younger guard. Each guard has a dagger. They kind of hold it, and they're kind of watching the stairways leading down
Okay.
and leading up. Right?
So is there one on the stairway that I'm on?
Yeah, and he'll pass you. You got through. You're fine. There is a single guy. Think very larger, rotund man with with 2 different slave girls that are chained to his throne.
Whoa.
A very end of it, where there are 2 pathways leading up beyond it, right? Because once again, there are 3 other areas that lead up into the second floor.
So does this look like the bloke who's in charge?
It does. Yeah, definitely. This is definitely the Thieves' Master. It's a heavier set. He's dressed in colorful silks. Has a very decorative headdress.
Ooh.
Is smoking a lot of tobacco. He is currently engaged in conversation with somebody in front of him, and there are 3 people that are currently in line.
Okay.
There's a clear line of people that are waiting.
Yeah.
And they're just basically just waiting in line to be the next one to talk to the thief. master
Okay.
of whatever guild this is. And since you do have Thieves' Cant and you do have tongues,
Yep.
this is the guild of the Black Hand.
Ooh, did I start World War I?
So, that's where you currently are.
So, okay.
He really wants you to bring him solo in the Wookiee.
There may be a drop floor here.
So here's
like
what
some OT hugs down.
here's what I'm thinking.
With more Big Johns.
There's a Rancor pit? So here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna work my way to the line, but as I do, I'm gonna, look at a table, kind of like I'm gonna join or something, and like maybe see the drug people, maybe consider buying a powder or something for Smoot. But basically, I want it to look like I'm making my way to the line, but without being, not straight there.
Right.
Blending in.
Roll me a stealth check, right? This is your natural habitat.
Okay. Ooh, that is a 20 total.
20 total. You easily sneak your way in, going from guy to guy, overlooking a couple card games, overlooking a couple powder exchanges, overlooking a couple maps where guys are talking about, oh, there's a safe room over here in this merchant district. And eventually, yeah, there's a band playing in the corner. But yeah, think Jabba the Hutt's Palace, very much that.
Whoa.
So do you
really
wait?
how to play CGI
Do you wait your turn in line?
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna, but I'm trying not to look anxious, but just being the same kind of thing. I'm being casual about it. They haven't seen me before, so I don't want to appear too eager.
Okay, you do wait your turn in line. As you do wait your turn in line, when you're the second from in line, eventually there is a poor beggar who is dragged in from above. Whoever is in line has to step back. The poor beggar is brought in front of this guy. They're basically talking about a debt he owes, and then before the end of it, he has a giant board brought in. Everyone starts writing, they start taking bets, right, whether he'll live or die, on the board. You notice that the carpet is pulled away, which shows a giant grate below in front of him. There is a lever in front of the guy. His hand is resting on it. He pulls it back. There's 3 Adiugs. He's dropped down there. He doesn't last long. The bets are resolved. So you think that if he doesn't hear what he wants to hear is right, he's going to drop you in a pit that has 4 Adiugs in it.
Oh shit!
Which are giant shit-eating creatures.
Oh, you'll be
with
fine.
Huge maws.
I do have some bargaining chips. Okay.
Okay. Eventually, you are heard, so you are brought before him. They do replace the carpet every single time. They just bring on a new carpet. It's kind of funny because they roll one in and they cut it off, right? And then they put it back in the corner, right? So they have a roll of carpet that's just rolled
So
forward.
it's
cut
like
off.
tearing off paper towels. They just put a new one
Kind of,
down.
except it's carpet, right? They have a roll of the same carpet. The start of the end of it is kind of like roughed up,
Yeah.
and only the sides have this very fine
Twice as much
embroidery.
blood as other rugs.
Because every time they pull it, the carpet drops and the person drops with it.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. So yeah.
It's just
Well,
for the
I think they're
beggar.
wasting a lot of money
It's just
on
for the
all these
beggar. They
accessible
pulled
rugs.
the carpet back.
That's how they get rid of all of the fears.
Bounty, the quicker dropper downer.
I will. I'll stand a respectful distance, and
You learn that his name is
Baja the butt.
his name is Ephriel Meisteroloth. That's a name. Effferil Meisteroloth, Mystralath.
Ethereal
Ephriel Meisteroloth, yeah.
Maestro. I'll just go with Maestro.
Large, rotund, heavily decorated. Much like a harbor master, he's decorating himself so you know.
Must resist
Who you have
urge to
talked
throw
to.
in river. So from what I saw of the other people, do I speak first, And he responds, or do I wait for him to say something first?
He addresses you first, and then you respond.
Okay, so then Toast will approach. He's got his, and he'll.
Welcome to the Black Hand. How can we help you? I am Afriel, leader of this band.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Ephrael, your vastness supersedes you, and your deeds, while devious and uncalculable, are cool. I am Norhagen Toast.
What's his real name?
Bernard Toast.
No, you know what? Yeah, he I'll try to do a fake name.
Which fake name?
Hagenor Toast.
Hagen Noah Toast. Only half fake. All right.
Oh, I can't not be Toast.
They'll never
Come on.
think to rearrange the nerds.
I am Hagenor Toast of the good ship Monstro. And I am here looking for some smuggling work. Just so that I may pay off some debts to the criminal master Cicadic. And his associate Norzan. If you've heard of the Dread Pirates, Cicadic and Norzan.
They're new.
Hear them coming from the distance.
I've heard of these pirates before.
He's saying never, or he has or has not.
Yeah, he's saying he has.
So then you know that one doesn't want to owe them monies. And I heard that you are a reasonable, wise person here, so I thought, why not see if you could help us, a lowly, toasty person like me.
You're looking for smuggling work.
If you would let me.
All right. Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, yes. Okay, persuasion. Come on, don't fail me.
Since you have not failed yet, I will give you a bonus 2.
Oh, thank you. That is a 31.
Beyond impossible. Right? Nice.
Mildly convincing.
I did okay.
Oh. All right. I don't like these guys anyways. They rule the northern seas to the east.
Yep.
They are a pain in others' ass, and I hear that there is a bounty on them at Freeport.
Wait, there is really?
No.
Oh, how much?
Oh.
I didn't know. No one told me there was a bounty.
25,000 copper pieces, I hear.
Oh, cool. Wait, I'm getting off track. Oh, that's well, as you know,
Yeah.
bounties are bounties.
The Blossomo, I believe.
Oh, cool. So, what?
Side plot.
So, well, that is interesting.
It's our mirror dimension equivalent.
So, do you have any smuggling jobs going on right now?
I do have a few. Are you looking to do some smuggling work later this week?
Yeah, that would be optimal, yes. Yes.
All right.
I do you a favor, you pay me, and maybe I come back and do more work for you later.
I have 3 different smuggling jobs, all at night.
Okay. Lay him on me, Slick.
You have to pick one.
Oh, shit.
One which is on, I'm essentially going to say the first day,
Yep.
the night of. One on the second day, the night of. And one on the third day, the morning of.
Ooh.
Do 2 into 3.
You only pick one.
Okay. To hear about? I don't get to hear about all of them?
Nope, you only get to pick one and then know about it. That's how roguish work happens.
That's fine. Let's see. What would be, just based on what we've been gathering info, what would be the most optimal for us to know about?
I mean, if we're going to be trying to get the archpriest the night of the second day, if we have a smuggling job, or you're supposed to be coming and going at night.
Yeah.
Maybe an egress we could take to get him out of the keep and out of the city.
That's what I'm thinking. So second day, night of the second day.
Second day.
Your enormity. The night of the second day, insert the correct date, would be optimal for me at this time.
All right.
Come on, Fred.
Right. Just like, fuck your wrist. Trying to tug with her.
Give me a second.
Mm-hmm. Using my class to do awesome things.
You'll arrive at $1,500.
Mm-hmm.
You will leave before $1,700.
Okay.
Your contact will be Father Boswick. He will have 2 large barrels that you will pick up in the central room of the second floor of the keep, outside of the. Can I have the map of the
That's
keep?
why he orders 3 barrels a day.
Alcohol. Wait, no.
Yeah, those guys.
Boswick is the drinker. Yeah, and yeah, we know about the barrels.
In room
What is he?
28 of the second floor, in the library,
Empty out one of the barrels.
he will give you
have to
2 barrels to
First
bring
person
out.
to-
In which case, you will take them.
Then smuggle him out of the city, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we implicate the Black Hand and they take the fall.
Where's the exit on this fucking room?
Through
The
the ceiling.
exit is room 23. Room 23. Where the fuck is room 23? Room 23. 24, 25. It's been room 20. Give me a second.
That's what you're gonna take off.
That's what she said.
In which case, you will take it to the entrance area, room 23. Basically, the first floor is where that entrance is. You will enter through room 23.
Gotcha.
You will be escorted by a guard, a Mr. Mr. Bunk, to room number 28, which is the library. You will pick up 2 barrels that will be brought out from room number 27, which you will know to be where the vault is, where you're trying to steal goods.
What do you mean quotes?
Yeah. 2
He's not
barrels
stealing
of goods.
anything.
You will
Yeah,
take
that's
these
a good
goods
idea.
outside, and you will put them in. You will take them back across the bridge during the whole celebration, while the church is in session, and you will take them on the smuggling boat, and you will be let out. Your lantern will have a green tint. A green tint on a lantern that night will tell the guards who hold up the chains to drop them. So you will have free passage, unencumbered, as long as you have a lantern with a green light at your backmost half, and a normal light uncovered in your front half. He gives you 4 pieces of glass to shade your lantern to make it give off a green light.
Nice.
So now you guys have a night and a period in which you can cover the river
Yeah.
unencumbered during the celebration, and technically you have a way into
Right.
And we
Up
can
to
murder
the
our
vault.
contact.
Yes.
That guy you want to kill.
Yeah, that
You
guy
won't
who-
kill the sick. No, for God's sake.
How am I the asshole here?
They would have killed sick kids? What are you?
Look, he went along with the bachelor thing. That makes him cool. You didn't kill the sick child. You're not cool.
Instead, he wants to kill the
You're
rapist.
spending all your money to cure the child.
Not kill sick
fuck.
kids. Not
We-
kill horrible
Sir,
rapists.
this is a group of pirates.
I guess, Jesus.
We don't have standards. You go around
Our
giving us.
flag means death.
Listen, when you kill a hooker, then you can get back to us.
It's
I mean,
way.
Scarlet is dead technically
the way.
because of him.
This is the way. Well, there you go.
I was not a hooker.
Yeah, you didn't charge. Anyway.
There's a... The white brick is...
Alexa, stop.
Fuck
Fuck you, Jeff Bezos.
I guess...
What the hell?
Stop spying on us, Jeff!
He's giving us COVID facts.
I don't even know how that happened.
Anyway,
So, who's next? I'm sorry, it's been like a long time
I think
around.
you still have
but-
to finish up yours.
Yeah, you
I
have
have
2
no idea
hours
what
left
to
in
do.
yours. Okay. We can come back to yours last.
I was going to gather info about Cardinal Zorn. I got a little through theirs, but
I'm sorry. You did have a little bit of time left. You did have an hour. Is there anything else you wanted to do? I'm sorry to interrupt. I didn't want to rob him of the hour.
Maybe. You know what?
You
I
could do information gathering. If
I
you
will
want.
buy some knockout drug.
You're gonna buy knockout drug. Go ahead and roll me what seems appropriate. The base cost is going to be 150 copper.
Oh, fine.
But if you're willing to spend more, you
I
can
am.
decrease the cost.
I will.
You, cost in time.
Oh yeah, I'll spend. Let's say I'll spend about 500 copper
500 copper
to
no
get
shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, how many doses do
Right,
you
you
want?
turn it
of
on.
knockout?
Yeah, I was like, wait, what are you counting?
yeah,
Don't worry about it.
Nothing. What do you got on your character sheet?
Lord Melodick,
And you
captured
wake
these
up
ruffians
naked
trying
with
to
nothing
escape
on
with your
you.
grandson.
Again.
You disappear and I join the scaled one. Look at all the stuff I bring.
I just need enough to knock out Strong. Throw him
already
in the
working.
desert.
Sand everywhere.
I'm thinking, if I can get like 4 pouches of knockout powder.
Okay, 4 pouches of knockout powder is gonna be about 500 copper.
Perfect.
But that's before I make you do the roll and spend the time.
Oh shit. Let's do then. Okay, we'll do 500 for the payment, but I'll spend 100 to reduce the time.
I will give you a +1 to the bartering check, which is technically a deception, right? Because you are deceiving back and
Oh, okay,
forth. You're
yeah.
kind of calling each other.
Yeah.
Less persuading them of the price and more of like,
Bullshitting,
but how
yeah.
about it's basically bullshit.
Yeah,
right?
bartering.
Haggling.
Like, this isn't worth it. Okay, so +1.
Yeah.
17 total.
It takes the rest of your time. Takes you 600 copper.
Deal.
You get 5 things of knockout powder. The knockout powder are essentially a 3rd level sleep spell.
Okay. I get 5.
So basically, yeah.
Joke's on him.
There is going to be
Coming up.
a wisdom save by them to try to make it. I'll say the wisdom save is going to be a 16 to not be knocked out if you throw that in somebody's face.
My thought
As
is
long as they have less than 90 hit points.
okay.
If they have more than 90, they're immune.
Oh. Okay.
90 is a lot.
It is, yeah. So what I'm thinking is if we smuggle out whoever's on the boat when we get there, if there are enough, knock them out. We replace the crew. We're the 5 guys that came in on the boat, or whatever, how many there would be.
Okay. Essentially, something if they have less than 90 hit points as a crew, AE less than a certain CR of a fighter, throw in the face, knocked down.
Yeah. We'll do it fast enough, hopefully. Okay, that's all I got.
Okay. Johnny, sorry it's been a while, but we haven't even made it past the 2nd day. Jesus, I thought we'd be.
I did too.
I was, wanting to learn more about Cardinal Zorn.
Cardinal Zorn.
They just get figuring out, like, his vibe. Like, is he... They figured out, that he collects tithes and stuff. Is he, like, a greedy guy, like, trying to, like, squeeze pennies out of peasants? Or is he, like, actually trying to, like, run the church? Like, is he above board or a shitty guy, basically?
Zorn! Are you trying to learn about his schedule or just about him?
About him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me.
And Rutherford's helping me. Hey!
Rutherford's helping you. Where are you going to figure this out at?
I go to the temple, learning from them that he collects ties for the church, just asking around the church.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me more specific information. You see Zorksan obviously walking around pretending to be his brother.
I won't ask. Okay.
Judgment
Sounds
goes
good.
Yes. That would be,
perfect.
what kind of roll?
What do you think is appropriate? It's up to you. How are you looking for this information, right? Are you deceiving? Are you persuading? Are you doing some kind of performance? Are you just listening in on conversations? Are you... Each one has its own DC and may learn different things, right? Because there's some things people might not say to you, but they say to others. So maybe the DCs might be lower to figure out more on some information.
Man, I think if possible, maybe getting into his good graces to possibly work for him, so asking around if he's around, wanting to ask something of him without saying like why. Like, oh, I'm looking for Zorn for important reasons.
Are you willing to throw money into this? Like, what are you doing?
I don't get a ton of money, but then again, it sounds like they're super poor, so... fuck it, I'll throw in 500 copper.
It's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of money to normal people. That's a good amount. $500. I'll give you plus 3 to your persuasion check. Right? You're milking hands here.
No,
Not quite milking hands. Come on, man.
Oh my.
Okay, that's gonna be 24.
Yeah, you learn that Zorn will commonly take the tithing to back and forth. You learn that he does this at he brings the tithing at 8 o'clock after he's been sleeping at his apartments. So you learn his schedule as well is between the hours of 2 and 7. He's sleeping at his apartment. And you learn at the hours of 800 on the second day he is bringing the tithing to the church. With that high of a roll, it is rumored that he thinks that Father Gomstead is stealing from his tithing. And that he is using Boswick. Wait, who did you learn was going to drop off the...
Boswick.
Yeah, he believes that Boswick might be the one that's doing it for Father Gomstead.
Okay.
And he's upset about this because he would never want to short the tithing. He suspects Father Gosmond would never say such. So you learn the morning routine of him, and you learn that information, and that Father Gomstead is tied to... the Archpriest Gomstead is tied to Father Boswick, and that Boswick appears to be the deliverer of the shorted tithing.
Does he do the tithing every morning, or is just the second day just the next day?
It's going to be done on the second day as the next day. It's already been done for this day.
Okay.
You can learn more. That's only your first hour.
Alright. Can I learn, ask around if he's in the temple currently, or if he's away on business, if it's possible to get an audience?
Which one? Zorn or Boswick?
Zorn.
Are you trying to get a audience with Zorn?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That's going to be church politics, so I'm going to say it's a religion check. right? To try to work the church against itself without any modifiers to it, unless you're doing something to give yourself a modifier to it. Up to you.
Nah,
Okay.
that didn't count. Oh, not looking.
Yeah, that's fine. If it's not in the dice tray, it doesn't count.
That's gonna be 29.
29. Jesus Christ. 29. Almost an impossible check. You are able to gather a audience with the with the Cardinal Zorn. You can either do it tonight, or you can have lunch with him in room 15 at 1200 on the first day,
Oh, okay.
which will get you past the gate guards and in the Citadel. A guard will escort you to room 15. Or you can do it today. You also learned that he normally takes lunch alone at 12 o'clock on the first day.
I gotta talk to him before these 3 days, so we can have time to plan more on the third day of investigation.
I think we're generally planning on doing something on that second night.
Yeah, second night is
Seems
the
to be
night
our
to do
general
it.
go-to.
What?
So is the second night the night when you have the smuggling thing?
Yes.
Okay.
So second
What?
night is
First
now.
night, you could have a one-on-one with him that night,
Yeah.
which means you could do whatever you want. You could talk to him, you could give him stuff.
I would definitely
So
say
they-
yeah. Second
so
night's
not
our night. To
this
do
current night, but the first night of this first day.
Yeah.
No, the first night of the first day, at 1200 the first day, you can have a
That
private
works.
audience with him, or he can come to the church and meet with you now.
it. Ooh.
So right now,
Right now, or the first day at 12 o'clock in room 15.
I feel like I should meet with them now.
Sooner the better. Yeah.
You meet with him now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You and Rutherford. Me and Zorn.
Okay. Father Zorn comes to meet you. I will say in the cathedral. He comes across the long walk. He meets you there. He has a member of the Black Enengard with him, and he's just kind of relaxing there. He's in a room. What do you look like? How do you present yourself?
I probably would have picked up some local robes at some point just to blend in more.
Sure. How much do you spend?
I'd spend
And why are you, and what robes are you wearing?
Could Bernard help him? If he's in the cathedral, could Bernard help him?
He has Trey's character helping him.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Rutherford's helpful.
I'd
He's
spend how much would a nice set of robes cost go for?
70. 70 copper would be like an extravagantly nice pair of robes
Okay, I'll
to CI.
Ooh.
I'll do 50. Not too extravagant, but
50.
not
A
shabby.
traveling priest of CI.
Yeah.
Okay.
See? He's lying and deceiving. There you go.
Father Zorn will meet you. He is a. You've rarely seen a fat elf, right? It's tough.
Yeah,
As an
we're
elf,
in it.
you've never met many fat elves. This is a fat, bald elf. He's not old either.
Too much of the half
Like a Friar Tuck kind of
his
physique.
mind.
Yes, a Friar Tuck kind of physique. He is well fed. He probably loves a sandwich.
Friar Tuck.
And
Several sandwiches.
he definitely,
Sure.
as he's walking in, he's probably drinking a flask of wine. Not as much as Father Gomstead would be, but he's definitely decadent. But he wears everything straight. He wears all of the robes. He has the incense going. The Black Enengard is there. He's sitting in the background. You think this is somebody who checks his ledger twice, maybe 3 times a day. Obsessed with money, and probably obsessed with process and law, right? This person's probably on the autistic spectrum.
And the Nostromo
He's like-
goes like, achoo!
It's good to see you. I'm Father Zorn of the Church of CI. I've heard that you've come to meet with me on the great favor. How can I help you? Father Wandering Friar of CI. Your name again was, I apologize, it was not on my ledger.
My name is Hedlin.
Father Hedlin. A very traditional elvish name, Hedlin. I assume from our Viserian sector and our outreach.
Yes. and,
Your pale skin dictates you so. You've seen the sun, my first son.
yes, I am a recent convert to the Temple of CI and to the goddess Lifa, and I felt it prudent to come here to the center of the church to make myself of use.
Of course you would come here. This is the best place to come. The Black Ennin guard who's just staring you down. Red glowing eyes behind a black veil and full plate black armor with a black sword that looks awkwardly made to look like the Sword of Enders, but doesn't gleam with starlight, right? It's just this black coated metal, right? It's obviously steel, but it's like got this black finish on it.
He bought his at the mall.
Yeah. Sky Mall. So nice, but not great.
So, as he takes a seat, right, which in a chair that doesn't quite fit him well.
Eyes are so grand.
So, what is it that we can do for you? A cardinal of the goddess Lifa and her most powerful Saint Maladek.
Yes, I heard of the upcoming festivities, the joyous occasion soon upon us, and I've heard tell that there's been some trouble with collecting the necessary tithes to have a proper celebration.
Who's been telling you of this, huh? I would like us some names.
Yeah, I've just in the few days I've been here, I've overheard talk in the temple. I believe I heard a snake fellow inquiring about the affairs of the temple and mentioning that there was some difficulty collecting tithes. I'm not a rich man myself, but I'd be more than happy to lend my efforts to bringing in more tithes so that we have a proper celebration for
I'm not
our
a snake, I'm a
Lord.
lizard.
Between you and me and the Lord, this is the most disturbing that someone of your stature, no offense, has come to someone of my stature, some offense. To mention the tithing that I bring to my Lord, but I understand that you would bring at this matter. Perhaps if you are truthful about this, I might be worthy to bestow upon you a venture. Perhaps you and me, as a priest of a CI, please let us consult in our most humble and sacred of prayers together, in which you, of course, will lead us in. I need you to make an insight check to guess what he's saying before he says it. As he tries to say the prayer, but you're going to lead it. So you're trying to anticipate what he's going to say next. I will say that Rutherford, because of your
Rutherford is
mind
going to-
link, is going to assist you. I will give you advantage on an insight check. They're trying to deduce
what I did there?
what the next thing he's going to say. If you are not successful, you're going to fuck up the prayer, and we're going to have combat.
It's like Don Corleone mixed with Watto.
Yes,
That's what's going through my head right now.
I'm a Dondarrion! You bring in the cannoli!
Can I try to slyly cast detect thoughts so I can pick the words from his head right before he says them?
Roll a subterfuge check. That is contested by his will save.
That'd
He is proficient because he is a cleric.
be perception or sleight of hand or stealth.
Oh, scusi. Oh, that kind of hurt.
I'm gonna say an Arcana.
Arcana? Okay.
No. Sleight of hand. You're trying to hide it.
It was so close!
Way to get his hopes up.
But you have something ripping it down because you're trying to cast a spell blatantly in his face. Mm-hmm. Right?
Don't look at me casting the spell. Don't look at me casting the spell. Don't
Now
look at me
I
casting the
rolled
spell.
low.
Why male
He has a
models?
+9. A 9 plus 9
Oh, bless you.
is an 18. I need you, with assistance, to beat me on a sleight of hand of 18.
So that's rolling with assistance. That's with advantage.
And if you do not get this, you're going to be rolling with disadvantage on an insight check.
21.
Oh. Was that
Between
the first or
detect
second?
thoughts
First.
and Rutherford helping you, I'm not going to have you roll.
Okay.
You beat it. You are able to fake the funk and get through it.
Marcia, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy Lifa.
You can both read his lips and read his mind at the same time.
Domino's Pizza Delivery.
He's like, you know the words.
Humana, 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 humana,
You're a
humana.
true believer of Lifa.
Yes, I am.
And of course, Lord
Wait,
Maledek as
Did
he
you just
throws
say
sand in
he's
your
a true
face.
believer? Okay,
May
good.
the burning sands cleanse you.
Yes.
A little bit got in your eyes.
He didn't leaf anything out.
I am a
Pocket sand.
The holy pocket sand.
Praise the sound of the pocket.
I am a recent convert, and I do beg forgiveness if I have overstepped my bounds getting an audience with you, but Leaf has shown me the light to follow in my darkest moment, and I'm dedicated to doing all that I can in his service.
I will give you, on the second day, my personal token. And you will work with Father Priest Zorn to uncover this plot. There's gonna be an exchange of monies that should be brought to the church, and you will be in charge of uncovering it. With this token, my favor, and he hands it to you. Well, he hands it to the Black Enum Guard, who then brings it like the 30 feet to you.
Yes.
Like Putin, very long table. On the second day, you'll be able to wander the halls of the first and the second floor freely. And you will be able to uncover the plot and find it. If you do not, I'm afraid we're going to have a conversation. And you may join the ranks of the chastised, the most holy of our order, and the most ballless of our order. Either way, you will be raised to prominence, either through deed or sacrifice. I will raise you personally myself, as he pulls out a dagger.
I live to serve, my lord, and I shall endeavor not to fail you or lethal.
As you leave, you now have a token which will allow you free reign to the first and second floor, and access to Father Zorn. Additionally, with the rest of your time, you learn the rest of Father Zorn's schedule for that day. Father Zorn, actually, fuck, you guys already had it. No, you do get the rest. Up to 24 hours.
Yeah, Zorn was one we had the least info on.
Between 1200 hours, he has a discussion of letters in Area 29. In Area 2100, he's walking to his apartments. In 2200, he has dinner in his apartments. And 23 through 2400 hours, he's reading by candlelight. And then between 1 and 3, he's sleeping because he's a full-blooded elf, and they only need 3 to 4 hours of sleep.
I don't need all the kisses. It's okay. You can cuddle me without kisses.
Is that Freya? She loves hugging people.
Freya walks into the judge of that.
Freya's like, I love you, kiss me.
Use tongue.
Come here.
Oh, she'll put that tongue in your mouth if you're not careful.
Oh, yeah.
They are aware.
Okay. You've learned a lot. And you have a free hall pass. You have 2 hours, sir.
Ooh.
What do you want to do with the Black Inn Guard?
Schmooze booze.
I'm gonna get you.
He said there were 2 guards getting dinner somewhere earlier, apart from the rest.
At 10 o'clock, there will be 2 younger guards who will be gambling with a older, rotund gentleman.
What's up?
That'd be Zorn or no? He probably
I was gonna
wouldn't
say, I was like, we just
Is it the
talked
guy
to a
he was
rotund
talking
gentleman.
be. Okay, he probably wouldn't be into gambling so much if he's watching the ledger
the
books.
MF here, Malice, the thief guy,
Yes.
M-Fear,
Very fat one.
or it could be Father Boswick.
You have 2 hours to do
Isn't
whatever
Father
you want.
Boswick around for something?
You can look for magic items, you can shop for rumors, you can find out some schedule.
What do you have the least info on?
The least info we
Taking
so
a ton
far.
of the road
Zero
around
info
a wall
on-
to go into.
Any of the servants.
I would. So we have info on Boswick. Enough on him.
Boswick, Delver, Gomstead, Zorn.
Those are all good.
Boswick, you have nothing on his schedule for Boswick.
So Boswick would be good because we're gonna be using him.
Find out about his schedule then.
First day, second day, or third day?
He's gonna do a Saran at the old Frankenstein place.
Second day, earlier half or later half?
Earlier.
Yeah.
Earlier half. Okay.
We
How do
kinda
you
know
want to
what's
go
gonna
about doing this? Is this persuasion check with money? Are you impersonating somebody and doing deception? Are you rolling somebody over, beating them up, and interrogating them to tell you? Intimidation.
He hasn't had that many drinks in him yet.
He's gonna fill out Father Boswick's schedule for the morning now.
That would be a really good sleight of hand.
Talk to someone and use insight to get info. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Roll me the insight first.
Okay.
Roll me your bullshit check.
I think Frank.
27.
Are you a
27. I will give you a +3 to your persuasion check. Because you're able to basically bullshit check them and basically get them to start anchoring them towards the truth or know that the thing they tell you is lie, so obviously the opposite thing is true. So, give me
Okay.
a persuasion check
Oops.
with a +3.
Okay.
Never done.
I didn't roll nature. What the fuck?
Reroll with persuasion. That's fine. You might have accidentally fat fingered the thing.
They're not even close to each other. I don't know how that happened.
Really fat fingered.
Hi, puppy girl. There you go. That's better.
Ooh.
17.
+3, so that'd be
No,
18.
18, sorry.
He sounds like I'm just different.
4 on the nature.
Yeah, I'm like,
As
nature.
the DM. I forgot I was logged in as the DM. I could have been doing these rolls in front of the board. Yeah. Okay. 18. You learn Father Boswick's, because it's Boswick you're learning, right? Or is it Lupin?
Boswick.
Boswick. You get double the information. So basically, with an 18, you get his morning plus 4 hours of his afternoon schedule.
Okay.
You learn that between 1 and 5 o'clock, he's sleeping because he's a lazy fuck.
In the air.
at 1600, he's wandering around the Hangover, which is Area 26. At 7, he is wandering around the Hangover again at Area 38. At 1800 at 0800 hours, he's leering at nuns.
Shot
At
down on the schedule.
1900 hours, he's meeting with
Reminder, leer at
Gomstead.
nuns. If I don't write it down, I'll forget it.
Gomstead.
Gomstead.
Yep.
And at 1100, you learn he is taking a nap in Area 25. In Area 12 to 1300, you know he is raiding the pantry in Area 11. So he's either leering at none, wandering
Sleeping,
around aimlessly,
eating.
sleeping, or leering at nuns.
Lecherous.
Okay.
Let's see, crinkles.
Okay. And you will learn at one of those times later on in the day where he's supposed to be at the service of the cathedral. Instead, he's going to be handing off some money. Okay. All right. Is that everybody?
Yes.
Is everybody for the night of the second day?
Well, I still want to do my thing with.
Oh, yeah, right. You are doing extracurricular activities past then. What do you want to do? You have something, right? Obviously, he's walking back. You know his path.
Okay.
He's lawful good. He does the same path every day. Right? He stops at like every shop owner, asks them how they're doing. Right? Stops to help a puppy. It's he's about 35, relatively decently built. Right? You guess he's like a first or maybe a third level paladin at this point. Right? Nice guy. Right? Helps everybody out. So as he's kind of walking around, he's making his way. He's an elf, right? Decently built, full elf, long ears. Got a nice dark tan, blackish hair, right? He's got slightly bluish eyes, which is rare for elves of these type. Normally they have darker eyes
Okay.
or brownish eyes.
Would that be indicative of anything, or would it just be a genetic thing?
It could be a genetic thing. Means he might not be a full-blooded elf of this type. He might have some Astarian lineage. Astarians normally have bluish eyes. Viserians normally have greenish or brownish eyes. And then around here, they normally have blackish eyes or reddish eyes.
Okay.
And then those from the Underdark normally have like a purplish or black or reddish eye.
Okay.
Which is like a drow equivalent, but there aren't drow in my world. They're more just like Underdark elves, which are more Astarians.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'll walk up to him when he's not talking with one of the shopkeepers.
Oh yeah, he's walking out. He's walking around. Right now, he's just kind of helping some kids play a little kickball, and he's kind of walking back home. It's only about 10 minutes into his walk,
Okay.
and he's just kind of hanging out.
I'll walk up to him. Lewis, I think I can help you with a problem that you may be having.
He'll turn around. Pardon me, mister. I don't really know you very well. Name's Lewis.
Yes.
Problem I'm having? A little kickball and a good day. Right? Little sun on my face. That's about all the problems I got in this world.
Well,
Right? Lord Maladak be praised.
of course. I've heard some.
You can look however you want to look. Sorry, I was assuming you're a human, but you
Yes.
Faceless Masters, you could look like an elf if you want.
Yeah. So basically, how I saw him the first time,
Right.
because I did talk to him for just a little bit.
Right. Okay.
So I've heard that your son is afflicted with a dreadful curse.
Roll me an insight check.
And then here
14.
tough to read. You do know he kind of looks left to right, like he's uncomfortable about the line of questioning. He's like, awkward conversation in public. I know it's a little late in the night. I don't know you, sir, very well outside of you hang out with that bonk fella, which I'm on this rotation with.
Yes.
Next rotation, I hope that we're not to say that he's not, I'm sure, a good fella, but you and John and him seem to have a fellow good time that during lunch.
It's a friendship of convenience, not one that I would seek out otherwise.
All right, well, at least we're in the open. What is it that you want?
I want to help you.
You want to help me?
I want to help you.
Out of the good of your heart?
Out of the good of my heart.
Gross.
Disgusting.
Person he doesn't know what can happen. I want to help you with a problem you have with your son.
I'm gonna take him out of your hands. No.
Sure will be a shame if anything happened to your kid.
He kind of looks at you with a strained look.
Cabin boy potential. Okay.
And he's like,
okay.
I don't know you, sir. He kind of looks around while he's talking. Sir, I'm not one to take generosity without payment. Obviously, if you're looking for some...
I know, it's been a long day.
Tony had a yawn. Yeah, here we are. Obviously, I'm willing to work off a favor, but obviously I'm on duty the next couple, at least the next month and a half.
Let me help you. And then we will discuss what I will ask of you.
What are you willing to help me with? You talk about my son like you know me. I gotta admit, I'm a little frustrated about that. Don't like people looking into my private business, right? We work for our own, right? That's how us Melbournes do.
Mm-hmm. I know that you, from the people of the town, I know that you're an honorable man. And that you work for your family.
What's your profession, sir?
I'm a samurai.
Wow.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Sold
I'm
us
gonna
out already. Not even a pirate.
I'm gonna make a check.
What? Give me points there. Sell us out. I like it.
I've got no idea what that is. Sir, is it like some kind of merchant? Are you like I understand you're probably like you speak the tongue well for a foreigner.
I'm from a land
Down under.
to the north where dragons roam.
And Ben Blunder.
And
Can you hear the thunder?
I am
Bless the rains.
Gazetteer?
no, not gazetteer.
Oh, good. I
Not
I
gazetteer.
thought you were with that guy.
No.
I'm glad you're not. All right.
I am definitely not with him.
Good.
I'm not with those guys.
Good. Not to be offense, I'm sure this corruptor is a nice fella, but I don't like that he's there.
I don't either.
The corruptor is probably a nice guy.
Yeah, he's probably great. He's a wonderful guy. If you ever got a chance to really get to know him, he's great. It's all fake news. I live by a honor-bound code, very similar to what I've heard that you do.
And what binds you to help me, good sir?
Nothing binds me to help you necessarily. I just want to help you. My honor, my lord does not bid me to come and help you.
Right, honor jars all.
You're not my lord.
Technically,
Roll me a,
he's the lord around here.
Roll me a deception. right? And I'm going to roll an insight. And this is more like not so much that you're deceiving, right? You're being forthright, but it's so much that you can try to get the scenario to twist to your area.
Well, it's 10.
Should have sent you Rutherford with you.
Yeah.
I should be here.
9.
Hey.
Okay. All right. I'm willing to meet with you, but obviously not with my family. I don't know you, sir. He'll hold on to his pommel. Let us have a drink at the tavern on my tab.
I do appreciate the gesture. I'm going to show my hands and I'm going to reach for Jokimbo's sword.
Okay.
In the sheath still, I'm going to hold it in front of me and I'm going to offer it to him. Say, this is a sword that is very important to me. As a gesture of good faith.
Roll a persuasion with advantage. Okay.
Make sure,
25.
make sure it's the right sword.
Yes.
25. Oh! You took care of it.
I don't want to help your son. I want to turn you
That's
into
fucking a move. Like, grab this sword. I turned into ash.
It's better he disappears than we leave the obsidian statue on the street. That's too much information.
No one's gonna question a random
Yeah, right?
statue on the street.
Excuse me, statue?
He picks up the sword. Up. All right. I'll pulls it out of the sheath.
Kills you.
All right. You're weaponless. All right. Let's meet at the
Grab
tavern.
your bag.
He'll motion you that direction. We'll talk there in the corner booth. Curious, sir, would I'd rather speak in a public place?
Okay.
Because the street's not public enough.
Well, it's late at night. There's not a lot of people. There's like occasionally a merchant.
Sorry,
right,
I'm
who's
on
closing
the
up.
city of L time.
Right. L is always
high
on.
noon.
Right. L is New York. It is a city that never sleeps. It's full of. It's basically Hogwarts. Right. Sure. So
bed, it's only noon.
you make your way to the tavern. The tavern is called the
Stick and bucket.
the second
The Dick and Pickle.
The
The one from
the Bloody
Willie
Rest
Gaming Zone or whatever.
by Livia. There is a non-brothel half
Okay.
of this place.
Okay, good. Okay.
Brothel or non-brothel tonight? What seating would you prefer?
He makes his way to the non-brothel half. He'll sit down in a black room, a back room. Is he out back there? Back there, it is an open back room, right? So it's like kind of like an open alcove, right? But it's like having like a corner booth at like a tavern.
Okay.
It's like in a corner, propped up away. He's gonna order a chicken casserole with a sharp cheese and a tankard of beer.
Ooh.
And he's like, "What do you want to eat?"
Just take the same.
All right. He will pay 5 silver, 10 silver total. So he's paying for your dinner.
Silver?
Yeah. Sorry.
100 copper.
It's basically 10 copper pieces.
Okay.
So 20 copper pieces total.
Hello.
We have a perfectly good cook on the ship.
What's up? Yeah.
So he pays for your meal. He's like, "All right." She'll
Oh, wait,
bring
no,
some
she's gone.
food.
Shit, we
He's not
don't
going to
know.
say anything until the food's brought. When the food's brought, and the tankard of beer's there, and he starts drinking out of the
Wait,
tankard.
know where she.
All right. I've got 35 more minutes till I have to be home. Kids are already asleep. How can I?
Cook is a bad position
What do
to be
you?
in.
What is it? Why you want to help me? What's going on? What do you know about my son Timothy?
Well,
The enchanter?
I've heard that Tiny Tim was a little. You've been struggling with some some issues with
Right,
him.
right. He's on his crutch proper now.
His boss doesn't pay him very much.
You have to kill him.
And
I see that.
I know how difficult it can be to live with a curse.
How do you know about my son's curse?
Everyone's talking.
Yeah, everybody knows about it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you don't know.
He's the only person who doesn't gossip in this town.
Since you are such a pious man, from what I know, what's it actually told me? Oh, at the cathedral, they were speaking of a child that was suffering with an affliction of
The Scarlet Rot.
Wasting.
The wasting sickness.
the wasting sickness.
Also known as
And-
Ligma.
And upon a little more pressing, they said it was the gate guard's son. And I know that Henry doesn't have children, or at least that he cares about.
He wouldn't claim anybody. It's right.
So I made a guess and thought it was you.
You think you can cure my son?
I do.
Had a lot of priests pray over it. Doused him in holy water, rubbed him in oils.
Ooh.
We've had exorcists come.
He's been seasoned.
We've done everything that we can afford.
Food and drink.
Tried to marry him to the
Flower.
church. Done everything. And he still wastes away. His leg is all but black.
Hmm.
At this point, his bones stick to him.
Has Tim tried praying?
What? How would you be able to cure him, and what is it you're asking me for it?
What if I told you that I had access to very powerful magics?
All right.
And that I'm certain. Well, I guess I can't be certain, but I would be willing to use these magics to try to cure your son.
I know you're a great tet.
I would only ask one thing of you and your family.
All right. Ask it plainly.
That you leave this town. Now, I'm not telling you to go wander. I would like you to go to Rokugan.
It's an expensive journey. Well, let me see if he knows where the fuck that is. Give me a second.
Hadn't heard of
Okay.
samurai.
Yeah, no,
It's not
samurai.
gonna be good for
But
him.
maybe he knows where. I mean, maybe he knows the
It's
globe.
possible.
Maybe-
He studies geography, not
Yeah,
history.
yeah.
It's a history check, right? He's got a +1 to int.
He's heard of Taiwan. He
That's a
doesn't know what
12.
the
He
hell it
knows
is.
he knows that Rokugan exists. Okay.
He knows it's somewhere on that side of the
That's
world.
like the other side of the world, isn't it?
It is
It's like 3 months on sea with wife
about
and
the
family and kids.
possibly.
I don't know if we have those kinds of funds,
We
sir.
need his youngest son.
I may have a way to get you there, free of charge.
What are we
Yes.
doing? We're there. I mean, obviously, I want to cure my son, but I've got 6 other children as well.
Captain.
What I would like you
Crash
to
that killer.
do is actually, what's the name of the town that?
What? No,
So-
can't. Joe. Oh.
Joso.
Joso. Yeah.
I
Damn it.
want you to go to Joso, a town where I have many contacts, and I want you to live there. Provide whatever service you can to them.
Rent free?
Who would I talk to in this Joso?
You better teach him Rokugan.
I will make sure that you are introduced to the right people.
You can give him his helmet so he can talk to the townspeople.
If
That's a good point, actually.
if you cure my son, I'll believe you.
Also, I am leaving this up to you. I would like you to at least leave the city. If you would go to Joso, I would be
If you
Great.
cure my son, I'll go wherever you want.
okay. Preferably, I would like to do this within the next 2 days.
Just 10 minutes.
Preferably right now.
If we could, if you're willing, right now.
All right, I'm going to humor you. But if you're lying to me, sir, I am an arbiter of the law. I'm going to bring you in.
I can promise you that I'm not willingly trying to deceive you. The magics that I've been given, I've been told, are strong enough.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
Are they really that strong? I hope so.
2.
Dirty 20.
That's what you get for being good.
Good enough. Basically trying to have him act against his alignment. He's like, okay. But also within his alignment, right? It's a struggle between law and good, right? All right, I'll believe you for now. We're going to go to my house. At this point, his casserole's done. He eats in like 2 minutes. Nom, nom, nom.
How do you eat in your casserole?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I'm actually probably going to just keep it, and then I'm going to give it to his family.
Okay. He eventually escorts you down.
Are you sure you're not
you
with the wrong
go to the poor side of town, right? There is a small shack that has but a single room in it, and there's like 8 people that live in this large, about a room about as big as this,
See,
right?
if they're malnourished, they can fit easier.
There are a lot of kids. The oldest kid is the smallest. He looks like he's been wasting away. His leg is black. His arms are slowly starting to turn black like obsidian.
How old is he? So if he's the oldest, he's the one that's sick.
He's
How
about
old?
12.
Okay.
About 12.
Okay.
Wife is a full-blooded elf, also about black hair. She looks ragged, right? She just hasn't eaten a lot, right? She's maybe 70 or 80, right? But she obviously, like all elves, looks young, right? But also malnourished, hasn't eaten a lot. She also has to raise like 7 kids all by herself, right?
7.5.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the family. They look poor, right? He's probably the most well-dressed of them because he's wearing his guards clothes. When he's not wearing that, he probably looks like a standard peasant, right? Except for he's stronger, bigger built because he eats more regularly, right? Yeah. Poor weathered kid in the corner. Bluish eyes. You notice the wife looks more Astarian than she does from the deserts.
Hello, Sif. What's up?
Okay.
She's being assaulted. Is what's up?
Okay. So,
And
what do you
pepper.
do?
So I'm first off going to introduce myself to
Okay.
his wife.
Okay. Her name is Eldred.
What was it?
Eldred.
Eldred. Okay.
Hey,
She doesn't say much. She's meek. She stays at the corner.
Fight
She
someone else.
mostly just watches and kind of entrusts in her husband.
Okay. I'll since I did kind of bring the meal that I had along with me, I'll offer it to her and
It's gone in minutes.
Okay.
Right? She passes it off to the kids. The kids, it's a second dinner.
Okay.
Which is probably
Sorry
better
for
than the
you.
first dinner.
I've committed to Sif.
In second meal of the day.
yeah. Okay.
No.
If you wouldn't mind, could you? I mean, obviously, I see the child.
Hi.
Could we move the child away from the other children for a moment?
All
Just
right.
to-
He'll
to
take the kid outside. You will kind of hang out by a couple rain barrels that are kind of set up. There's kind of some kind of cloth coverings that come down to like a V shape that kind of edge towards the rain barrel, right, to drop water into them. It looks like one's covered, one's uncovered, to collect rain as it comes in.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm gonna, look at Lewis and be like, is this okay? May I continue?
He says, "All right, you got it." And he's holding the pommel of the sword, right? He appears to be, from your insight earlier, he's hopeful, but he's also ready to be angry.
Okay. Which is understandable. I get you. So, So I'll go ahead and I'll use the scroll.
Wait, this is the scroll of heal. Oh no, it just brought the dog here. Ooh.
And
Say your activation phrase.
say
Mecha Mecha high, Mecha Mecha low.
Sorry, the cadence.
by the by the power of Grayskull. No, by the light of the moon, by the heart of my father. Go get him! I don't know. Just
It's whatever you think is
Yeah,
appropriate.
yeah.
You're addressing the scene. So,
okay.
okay. What does it look like? The healing. Right?
Probably focus it around his leg, obviously, and then I'd say it's probably kind of like the what did I do before with Artax? We were trying to stop Artax from fighting. I used a spell on him. I used Hold Person, where it was like the dark light shimmer,
right.
kind of like the dark saber.
Right.
I'd say it looks kind of like that
Right.
because I'm invoking the name of the
Yeah. Yeah.
The Great School.
what?
The Great School.
God damn it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Queen of Summer and Magic.
You bastard.
Yes.
Queen of Summer
Not
Magic?
so,
The Moon, the Night in Magic, the Winter Queen?
the Winter Queen is
The
who I'm-
Winter Queen.
Yeah.
I hope she doesn't gain Summer.
Which is
That might be spoilers for our plot.
yeah, the Queen of Night and Magic.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'll,
Darkness, magic,
because I'm
and
invoking her name, I would say it kind
Right.
of looks like that.
Right.
And
Jeez, for
hopefully it would turn, or at least maybe not turn his leg, but at least make it so it's usable again.
As you cast the spell and you channel the magic, the opposite of moonlight casts down upon you. Like a dark light, a dark purple casts on you, and your shadow extends threefold behind you, reaching further into the darkness. This shimmering light with a edge of white around it, this darkish vibration begins to harmonize from you. As it envelops the boy, his shadow grows threefold. As it does, his leg begins to start to swell.
His dad gets
First, his shadow fills for his body. His shadow fills. His leg grows. His shadow fills in a lifelike fullness, right? A full bodiness. And after his shadow reaches that point, the body begins to reciprocate in kind. The leg begins to grow. The bones begin to crack. He goes from about 3 feet tall to about 5 feet tall in just moments. Eventually he rises up. It's almost as if his shadow is pushing him up above the ground until eventually his eyes turn bright blue with a black ring around them, which was not there before. He stands, as he does, forever with a shadow cast 3 times longer than it should be in darkness, not light.
what did you do?
And he says, and he looks full. He looks rich now. He looks like he is
Healthy.
healed.
He looks
He is flexing with jaw muscles that weren't there, that were weakened. He drops his cane. He begins to hobble. As his legs, he's used to overcompensating with the other leg. His father is overjoyed. His father will look to you. He's like, I believe you, and I will take my family to Joso. When you call, we will go. I will tell them to pack tonight.
his wife. I'm sorry, what now?
And pack his wife's kids.
We're
Back
going
up.
where?
Whenever you want him out of the picture, he's gone. You're one guard down.
What stuff do they have to pack?
It's not a lot.
Like a pair of clothing for each person.
Wait, they can afford suitcases.
No, just a pair of clothing.
They're
It's
wearing
pretty
both
much the
clothes.
barrel. They empty it out,
Sure.
and they put stuff in.
You won't let us go visit my mother's, but we'll go to Joe's, so apparently. Okay.
We're gonna go
You
to.
know his mom would have loved that.
We might need to go to Volcanium. That was something that we need to go to. That's not too far.
If you can get
I can
past,
teleport them wherever
That's
you
also
like.
true.
if you can
Which
get
we
past
have
the
to-
main
As long
part,
as you don't insist on checking up on them.
Now, whenever you guys want to
Mid-ocean.
teleport them there with the helm, no issue.
I want to do one more thing before I
Okay.
leave. First off, I want to get Jokimbo's sword back.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh no, that's gone.
That's like a kitten from a tree, probably.
no,
Talk that.
I'm going
and then
to
regrow the tree.
I'm going to take Jokimbo's sword, but I'm going to give him my Corpse Slayer short sword.
What? Oh. How many swords do you have?
A lot.
17.
And I want to
All
give
strapped
him
to
the
one
sword
side.
He's got a quiver that holds
Okay.
extra
in
weapons that he's set.
by basically saying, when your son is old enough, I want you to give him this sword. And I want him to train with this sword
Okay.
to one day become a samurai.
Okay. Gain 5 honor.
That's what I was hoping for more than anything.
Wait, so all of this was motivated by your own self-interest? Oh, thank God.
Gain
He just
5
wanted a
honor,
Padawan.
and,
That's all he
yeah.
really wanted in the end.
You haven't. That's no
That's
issue.
all I wanted.
You still have 1 scroll of heal left, right? Cast at 6th level. So keep that in mind. You have, and you're obviously down those items. You have 5 more honor. Yeah, no, that's good. And he is out of the picture whenever you want. If you guys want, you guys all meet at the end of the night before you go to bed to discuss whatever the fuck you've learned and prepare for your next game. Next day. It's only 10:42, so foreseeably we could start the next day. I'm going to go to the bathroom, but go ahead and talk. Think about what you're going to do because what you do the next day is very important.
Yeah.
Shit, we still haven't done you. What is it you want to do?
He did his father, Cardinal Zorn stuff.
That was him.
That was me.
No.
That was him.
Oh, you
I
know,
was
he did
after
a
the-
Father Boswick.
Yeah,
Do you want to take it down to rolls? Like, what are you?
You did,
What are you?
didn't
I did.
Did we?
Yeah, you figured out his schedule of, like, for the morning of
Oh
day two.
shit, we did.
Yeah, he's all squared
Yeah,
away.
you're squared away. Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay.
I mean, I know I'm barely awake, but
Okay. We're jumping between a lot. Okay. I will be right back.
Runin.
Runin is the name of the city. That
I
you're
speak
currently-
Runian now, so I would know.
Okay, good.
City of Runin, which is the easternmost. So if you look at the World Anvil map,
I think it's
it's the easternmost city.
No, that's Renan. Never mind.
Oh, that says Thule, but
I'll be right back.
Yeah, ignore the fool part.
Runin.
you fool.
I will be right back. Go ahead and discuss what you're going to do the next day and talk. You guys have
pity the
learned a
fool.
fuck ton.
You're pithy. You are pithy.
I pity the fool.
Let's see. So, here's what I'm thinking. Night of day
What
are you
2 is
chewing?
the end of it all.
Here, give me that.
Toy.
Yes,
Just a string. She actually looked like she wanted
Oh
to
shit!
out of her mouth.
When's the meeting with? When's Bernard's meeting with his kid? Is that on day 3?
That's day 2 between 1700 and 1800.
Oh shit! That's
Watching to
after
see.
the smuggling operation.
So
I
you're
mean,
gonna
he's
say,
still
I've got-
gonna meet with him. Just we'll have the kid.
No, my plan was Toast to go Norhagen goes disguised as Bernie, grabs the kid, knocks out the woman with the drug. The guards are already taken care of. He scarpers off, meets the smuggling party, puts the kid in the barrel. We knock out the smuggler so we can all hippity dip. And then the whole shabab drops. We
We
can
smuggle
float
the
our
smugglers
boat,
out
go
of the
out to
city.
the dock. We get on our ship. Bob's your uncle, Sally's your aunt. We're off to go.
I just figured we put the kid in the.
In a barrel.
I just figured we
yeah.
put the kid in the barrel.
Do the smuggling beforehand, get the barrels that you need, and then empty one of them out.
Yeah.
then go meet up
That was
with the
my
kid.
thought.
Admittedly,
Right.
from
So
the information we
Boswick is
gathered,
dropping off the barrels to the
I
smugglers.
think the kids are 20th level.
The
players,
smugglers are taking the barrels
my
away.
understanding.
Yeah.
So
I guess
we-
so.
So I don't know that we
Boswick.
can just shove them in a barrel.
You do it.
I mean, but
With
if we
knockout
do it
powder.
in the idea that he's going to die if we don't,
Who?
The kid.
Oh, wow. Oh, shit.
He will be, yeah, the kids in a sense will die, yes.
Gotta figure out when we're doing live.
And how long is it until Stromo shows up?
Strabo will show up tomorrow, I believe.
On the second day, on the feast day, is when.
So day 2, our operation day.
I don't think I got an exact time for when. I mean, I can message and try to figure out.
But yeah, maybe that's what we do is we get the smuggling boat ready. So then when we need to, we get the kid, we take him, put him in the barrel, in the boat. The boat's now our escape vehicle to the docks.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like that I got permission to get into the keep,
Yeah,
at least the first 2 floors,
yeah.
in order to find out which is.
The best route.
Yeah, is Boswick the one who's taking the tithe money?
My notes are bad.
Boswick is the one who's dropping the barrels off to the smugglers.
Yeah. So the barrels
I made it
probably have the tithe
to get in
money
there,
in
and I
them.
had to be stealing.
Presumably.
I didn't write down what the fuck that meeting
I mean, it
was
would be
happening
less
at all.
conspicuous than like just that you would expect me to.
True.
So I'm
Wrote down all
technically on a
the
mission
rumors
to
I
catch
got.
Boswick.
Yeah.
So he could go to meet Boswick. I could swoop in to get him to take care of my thing.
Yeah.
And you could then go to the smugglers and be like, "Oh, Boswick got caught up by one of the other cardinals, but I got the barrels here."
Knock them out. So then our escape vehicle's good to go.
Because yeah, it seems like we've all got ins to the keep.
Yeah.
He's in, and we just need to coordinate to how we want to bang, 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 bang.
What time is it?
Yes.
Well, we have more ways. If someone else needs a way in, you know, we just talk to Gomstead, convince them they're here to assassinate the kid.
That too, yeah, we could go that route as well.
Hey, Tony. I'm apparently worse at notes than I thought. Can I ask for some information that I got before?
Okay.
There's supposed to be a meeting with Bertrand the Grocer / I'm going in as one of his guys when I do the robbing.
Yep.
And I failed to write down when the fuck that was at all.
Let me look.
Don't get me wrong, I think I'm pretty bad at notes, but I'm worse.
I thought I was bad, but I didn't know I was this
That was
bad.
pretty bit of information. Huh. I think I got that cover over here. Let me pull up the
Good kitty. Big yawn. Excuse me.
Bertrand.
Bertrand Guffleputt. I'm taking that. That's my name. Don't mess with it.
12 o'clock
Too late, I
at day
made it
2.
clear. Sorry, 12 o'clock day 2?
12 o'clock at day 2.
And then it becomes a
Father
race to see who can
Gomstead.
die first.
I will become Guffleputt.
What the hell is a guffleputt?
Don't worry about it.
And meeting with Gomstead, okay.
Gomstead,
That's like a butt guffle.
day 2. So that says lunch with Archpriest, right? So instead of meeting with the Archpriest, Father Gomstead at 12 o'clock is going to be meeting with Bertrand the Grocer.
Dude. Okay. How are you gonna handle it?
I have to rob the place before you guys kidnap the child.
And before, because the barrels we're gonna smuggle out also came from
Aren't
the
you
vault
guys
area.
kidnapping the kid between 15 and 1700?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I thought we were gonna do it after 1700.
Because he's watching the city at
Yeah.
between 17 and 1800.
Yeah, this
When
one's
was
watching
the
City.
smuggling thing?
It was day 2 night. I don't think we narrowed down better in between.
Day
that
2
yet.
night of the when did I say day 2 night of the exchange? What exchange was going to be?
1500 to 1700 is the smuggling.
So between 15 to 17, you have to smuggle out goods. At 1200, you have a meeting with where Bertrand will get you in.
Yes, I'm being one of his guys. That gets me in.
And that basically, once you get in what he's having there, you can have free reign to go somewhere else.
And Bernard is supposed to meet the kid at 17 to 19.
No, there's a library. Lots of stuff in there. You might be
Yeah,
interested.
I got that token, so I can go in pretty much any time.
Another thing, you have day 2. You can do whatever the fuck you want in that place.
Search the library.
It's
and find
first
what
and
you
second
want to
floor.
grab later.
Just keep in mind that Father Zorn wants to meet with you probably every once in a while.
Right.
You also have a way into the place, but obviously you're going in with somebody. Might have to figure out a way to make it look like you're going out. I don't know. Up to you. I'm not putting any thoughts in your head. I have your way in. Whatever you
Yeah.
do with that is your Ocean's 11.
What's your way in?
The bonk.
What's your way in?
The bonk.
You can
Looks like
take
you need to go make friends with Gumstead.
Yeah.
Well, once again, you're the
And swear
smuggler.
to assassinate
Whoever
a
you
child.
take with you on the boat is your prerogative.
Oh! Okay, so I don't have to worry about there being extra crew.
You just know that you're supposed to go get 2 barrels at a certain time, and you know where Father Boswick is going to be at that time,
Near the vault.
and that you're going to be escorted by Bonk to the vault.
So I would probably go with you.
So you know about a mini heist that's going on at that time.
So you and I will be on the boat. Do you want to come with
Now,
us? on the
granted,
boat?
it may not be
Sure.
at the best time, but once again, what you guys learn
Okay.
sometimes doesn't totally align, but it's a way for you to physically get in.
So the three of us will be on the smuggling operation.
Okay.
I have the knockout powder.
Once again, you guys have
We'll knock
another
them out
day
and
to
we'll
figure
murder
out stuff as well. Now, we could summarize that, and you could learn more about schedules if you guys want. I'm okay with that as well. Or you guys could get stuff for your heist that you need. Or you could figure out stuff like, okay, I got to weigh in. How do I get out and look like I'm getting on my way out, right? Is this some kind of major image spell? Is this some kind of blah, 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 blah? You know? Well, whatever you want to do. If you guys want to go with that second day time frame. This is even a first day time frame, right? I'm down for whatever you guys want to do. You guys could learn more and then discuss on Facebook what your thoughts are, and I could reciprocate back. I'm okay with that. I'll always respond back if you guys got questions. Because I'm just reciprocating more details or like giving more clarification on what you've learned.
So I think the one thing that we would need to figure out is how to get you back out, right?
Yes.
Because you can get in because you're one of his guys, but getting you back out with whatever.
Right.
Obviously, you know where all the guards are going to be
Mm-hmm.
and who they are.
You could meet up with us.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Time frame.
it's 2 barrels, right?
And no limit on my crew.
So we put the kid in 1 barrel, and then we fill the other barrel up with whatever.
All of the gold. And then we
We
take our
have a
boat.
third barrel.
So if I have to get half
with
of that
us.
to a fucking
Well,
And we
house,
just
or my head's
We'll
gonna
take
explode
those
or
two
some
and have a
shit.
third.
Once again, you know that he's bringing
Get
2
a third
barrels
barrel.
out. Who knows what they know of barrels coming
We'll
out?
buy barrels.
Maybe that may be something you
Cooperage.
spend during your
The
downtime to
barrel
figure out.
three.
How many barrels are
Cooperage.
expected
Barrels
to come
are
out?
us.
Is there an expected
Cooperage,
number?
yeah.
Is there non-expected number?
The bailery, yeah.
You
The
know?
Cooperage.
Barrel,
Cooper
yeah.
makes. Oh,
We're saying the
container
same
store.
thing right now.
The
What are you talking
container
about?
I hate you all.
Secondly, if you guys have a heist in mind, maybe your downtimes are figuring out how to make that heist work.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
It's been
So we have an
Thought
empty
about that
barrel.
for a while,
we
don't
get
worry.
2 more barrels. Then we have 3 barrels.
Can
One
I
with a
paint a
kid,
hidden
2 with
door?
other
Does
stuff.
that work that way?
Because then what we can do is we can
Becomes
take
reality, right?
the
So
barrels.
You can create
you
doors.
have to give half of whatever gold he takes.
You could.
So we just dump all the gold off. He takes like a coin, and he said, "I only took 2." Or 1. And he
sounds
cuts it
like
in
we're
half.
working to get my head exploded.
No, we're fulfilling your thing without giving too much of our money away.
Or that's the least amount of money that you can.
I only took 2. You get 1. Yeah, there we go. You meet up
I
with
should
us.
go get Bertrand and get someone else to come in with me. That's a guy. You're just taking me. You should get a second one in there, too.
And then you can meet us at the vault. We get the barrels with the money and the kid. We head out. You cause a distraction. If
I
you
don't have
to.
much in the way of imagery, though, to make it look like I
Interesting.
left
How do you guys get the kid?
Yeah, I was gonna be the
That's
next
the-
question is
That's the sticky wicket.
how far from the vault is where the kid is supposed to be?
He's another floor down, which you don't have a pass to, and none of you have a way to get into without questions.
If
Well, the
we
bonk
do-
will be with us.
Is he going to be conveniently right below floor
The
27?
bunk is bribable.
Yeah.
Or room 27?
Bonk is bribable, right? Do you want to try to spend downtimes bribing Bonk?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, what do you bribe him with? Right?
Money.
He's just like a palatable guy.
Hookers.
Obviously,
All of
Gomstead
it.
is not this guy's friend, right? Trying to get Gomstead's take. These are things to consider.
We can pretty well bribe him with anything because we're not going to give it to him anyway because we're going to kill him.
Yeah.
So
That's rude.
Exactly.
He's an honest guard.
He's finally gonna kill someone, and you're set now.
I just say we.
what does it take to please you?
What do you want?
I want you to kill someone good and honorable.
We could just tell him, hey, we'll
Murder
give
a
you
child.
whatever we take,
Technically, I
Henry.
did
You
eat.
can have half.
It was already dead.
I was already
So-
dead. That doesn't
we
count.
Good.
Casual.
We'll take his life.
So,
You don't even know the way to child.
so final day after the rest.
Yeah.
What do you guys think your action
You
would
eat a
be?
young squirming child.
Because we can easily suck this into like the half an hour.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you want to do? I think you have an idea of what you want to do. Like, how do you want to make that happen? So your idea is like talking to Bonk, trying to get Bonk on your side, trying to get Bonk to like, hey, let's fucking kidnap this kid. Let's take this money. Let's do this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. And then we'll set him up for life.
Okay.
Hey, you help us, we'll give you
So
half.
that's what you're thinking about doing is now that you've gotten the lawful good guy out of the way, now you just have to deal with the one corrupt guy.
Yeah.
Cool. What are you thinking about doing?
Getting the smuggling stuff ready.
You already have the smuggling stuff.
I mean,
What
just
do you wanna
basically. I don't know what else to do. If it's all ready to go, I would just make sure that these two are all up on the plan.
do? Is there anything else you want to find out? Somebody's schedule, something like
Is
that.
level 3 up or down?
Level 3 is up,
Okay.
I don't think there's any. I mean,
which there's floating crystals and stuff out of the way. You still got to get that kid out, and you don't know half the stuff you need for that. Money you could try to spend down.
The only other
to
thing
figure
I
that
could
stuff
think
out.
of would
Like,
be
what
to-
don't you know?
should we let Bernard know what's going on?
I mean, we'll need to
He'll be fine.
get him out of the city eventually.
He'll teleport
So,
to the kid.
so you're trying to go after.
Yeah, that's true.
So your goal is to try to go after the kid before your meeting with Bernard.
He teleports within a mile of Bernard.
I'm not
We'll
meeting
pick him up
Bernard.
afterwards.
Bernard is supposed to be meeting the kid at.
Well,
Which,
technically, all this stuff is happening between the hours of 15 and 1700, which is technically you're meeting with Bernard
5 hours early.
at 1800.
yeah, but no,
right?
Bernard's meeting the kid at 1800, but I'm disguising myself as Bernard.
I get that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you're meeting
I get
the kid.
that.
Well, that's
Once
why.
again, your character has that in to go there,
Yeah.
but you can't be that. And
No,
the
and that's
smuggler
why
at the same
that's the
time.
problem I thought we would have is wait, I can't get the kid to the smuggling operation.
But
if
do
I have
you have to be the smuggler?
Oh shit, you guys can
I'm
do it.
trying to. Yeah. Think
Okay,
about it.
so here's what I'm
Think
gonna do.
about it.
These two will do the smuggling. I'll give you guys the knockout powder.
And the lantern glass.
And you can and the lanterns. I'll tell you all that stuff. Get you abreast of that. I'll get ready. Say, hey Bernard, you stay here. Stay in the cathedral. Do your thing. I'm going with your girly.
The trick is going to be she's with you.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take some of his drugs
Yeah, spike her.
and spike her drink because she's on a binge.
15 to 1700 hours. Do we know where the archpriest is supposed to be in that time?
Yeah,
frame?
I think he's supposed to be staring out of the city.
I thought we did figure that
Isn't that on floor?
No, he's,
is that on room 50 for that?
1600, he's reading letters in his room.
Yeah, you guys don't know 8 to 1300.
And do we know what his room is?
Yeah.
I
20
thought we marked it down somewhere.
It's like 43. It's the one on
We
the
did.
top end.
43. Okay.
I think it's whatever's on the northernmost side.
43. Up.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Because you can persuade Henry Bond to guide you to the kid's room. I go with the kid, disguised as Bernard.
You know that she does drugs on the regular.
Oh yeah.
So
So
regular shit is going to be tough to get past her.
well, that's why we're using his thing.
Even his stuff. gonna be tough.
Oh wow, so she's had it before.
She is a
She's done plenty of psychedelics.
She's a professional taking drugs kind of person.
Well, we'll have to risk it.
What if she were to ingest the knockout powder?
I don't know. if that would
Like
actually
4
knock her
doses
out.
of knockout powder.
I will say if one of you spends your downtime finding shit potent enough
I'll do that.
to combine with his shit to make it just something crazy.
I'll do that.
Make the dankest weed ever.
So yours is your downtime.
This shit'll put
The
Snoop on his
dankest
ass.
shit ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like during the Super Bowl, like, oh, Steve was smoking weed before the Super Bowl. Of course he did.
What are you doing?
I'd be surprised if he didn't.
Was your goal previously to drug out the Black Ending Guard, or you were talking about that earlier? That's kind of what you were setting up.
You have 2 hours.
You know where they're going to
on the
be
castle?
during that time.
Or is
I
it
got
2 days?
pretty much all of the second day.
Okay.
I'm
You could
it's technically supposed to
foreseeably get
be
some
trying
dank
to
shit
find
to
the guy
drug 'em
stealing
out
the tide.
if they were alerted, but
during that time, which
Anything to
or
slow
you could
them
do
down.
something else.
I have, since I got full thing.
I don't want to try to decide
Three
for you. I'm just trying to
pots
help you for
of
what
my
you've been
potions that can
going
be
for.
spread out and just use between.
what kind of potions?
Not the pots.
I can come back to you
Paints.
if you want.
Pots.
Oh yeah, the pits, yeah.
Zorksan, what is Zorksan doing?
I have follow-ups, questions.
Okay.
He told me where the treasury room is and where it is. Did I actually have a way to get into the treasury room necessarily?
You want to get a way into the treasury room.
Into the vault.
I mean, I can always paint a way in, but that takes 10 minutes on the outside.
It is, and it's also maybe like magically warded, so that could be a problem.
Right.
You know
My
what?
lockpicking skills are average at best.
I will have you do a check to find a way in, right?
Okay.
Right. But I will say if you spend your downtime doing it, I'll have you do a check, and it's going to be a DC 15 charisma check.
Okay.
Does that sound fair?
I can do that, maybe.
That is unaided.
You didn't ask me for insight, so I'm happy. Or
Now, if somebody wanted to
investigation.
burn to aid you,
That's right. We'll have Rutherford as a dead weight. We can use
Okay.
it as whatever.
if Rutherford aids you, you will have advantage. It's a charisma check, so it's your base charisma.
Yes.
Okay. What are you doing?
So, I get access to 2 of the floors. in the
Full
keep
access to 2 of the floors.
for the explicit purpose of finding whoever's stealing the tithe, which sounds like it's Boswick.
Yeah.
So, I'm thinking it's an idea I had with like the barrels and stuff is we could get an extra barrel for a switcheroo because Zorn wants me to find the guy stealing the tides and the tides along with that, presumably, which we're assuming are in the barrels. We don't know that for sure.
Yeah, we don't know.
So,
Barrels are already filled with money. That's convenient.
So your goal is to do a switcheroo with barrels, right?
Maybe a process.
You got 2 barrels, but you want to switcheroo with more barrels?
well, what I want to
Going,
It's like
so
6
you want to
Scarlets.
rob stuff from the inside of the vault?
No, what I'm wanting to do is when they're meeting up with Boswick, when they're supposed to be doing the handoff, I could maybe waylay Boswick as part of my job and take one of the barrels with money and swap it with an empty barrel we could put the kid in that you guys
they're
take.
gonna knock out Boswick. They're paying off Henry to look the other way when they do that.
Okay, well, I'm saying then I've got Boswick and the ties. I turn those in to Zor and be like, hey, I found the guy stealing the ties.
I need the barrels. I need the barrels for the smuggling job.
Right, that's why we bring an extra barrel so we can swap out the barrel.
So you're gonna give 1 to Zorn.
Yes.
Okay. So of the 3, 1 will have the kid, 1 will have the tithe, and 1 will have for Zorn.
So your goal is to get extra barrels.
Yes.
So essentially, starts off with 2 barrels, but you want to be like, oh, there was like 4 or 5 barrels, depending on how well you roll.
Basically, I'm wanting to do the job I was given.
Right,
Find
right.
the guy who stole the ties
Right.
with proof and be like, hey, here's the tithe money, here's the guy who
Yeah.
probably works for Gonstead.
Right.
So
right,
he
right.
doesn't get off scot-free when
So,
we make off with
so
it.
presumably they're going to have 2 barrels full of copper and gold.
Yes.
You're wanting to hand off those 2 barrels to Zorn to placate him, and then have extra barrels left over that you walk out with. So you have free barrels that you walk out with, preferably full of magical items and other that crazy stuff that's
And
inside the
one
vault.
of them will have a kid in it. Hopefully.
Right,
Yes,
and
that's
one of
another
them
good, yeah.
full of the vault. Okay, so you want extra barrels with the condition of you're giving the gold back over so it looks tidy for the tithing.
Yes, if that's
Okay,
makes
Yeah,
sense.
that makes sense. And then we can.
that makes sense.
Yes.
So instead of just walking out with one barrel, you want to be able to walk out with maybe 2, maybe 3 barrels. One of that barrels being the kid in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At,
Then that way too, instead of just
at
leaving with Zord wondering what the hell happened, it can be like, hey, Gomsted's guy's doing that, get him in trouble, he falls out of grace with Maledek, so he doesn't get to be the
and
next
all of
president.
this is 15 to 1700 is the lead in into this, and 1700 preferably at the watching hour of 1700. You guys are walking out with the barrels to beat the Cardinals who are going to be walking back.
Yeah. Just how do we get to the kid to get out?
1700, you are specifically with the
We-
kid and your drugged out stepsister.
Excellent. Perfect.
So that leaves you an hour of you with the kid.
Excellent. Yeah. And then I'm thinking after we get the barrels and stuff, I'll have
Which
to-
really leaves you as the guy to get the kid and bring the kid back to the room to put in the barrel.
yeah.
As I'm understanding
Yeah.
the scene you guys are putting.
And the only other
Yeah,
concern
yeah.
I have too is okay, we are on the smuggling boat leaving. According to my smuggling job, where am I supposed to drop those off?
back at the docks.
Okay. So maybe I'll try to use persuasion and say, oh yeah, there were supposed to be 2, but we only have 1, and it'll be one of the barrels full of like extra gold or something, just to make the
Okay.
Black Hand happy-ish.
Neil, what are you doing?
Have an extra barrel.
Yeah, we'll get more.
Do you want to give somebody advantage?
Sure.
Okay. Who do you want to give advantage?
Yeah, so sleepy.
You can either give him advantage, you can either give
Toast.
Toast advantage, Johnny advantage, or Zorksan a +3.
Johnny the Kid.
And you're gonna be able to knock out Boswick and get Bonk. Because if we just leave,
If you bribe Bonk enough, he'll do it. He's gonna need at least upfront money of 5,000 copper.
Okay, I might need somebody to front me 5,000 copper then, because I don't have shit for cash right now.
I have 2,000.
I have 1,000.
What does the ship have?
The ship's not here.
The ship is at the
Yeah, but it
ship.
will get here.
Eventually. But
Tomorrow.
The ship has 8 to 9.
It'll
something
get
like
here
that.
the morning of the day that we're doing. Oh, it'll get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
send
but
him-
he's gonna want money in his hand before
Yeah.
he does it.
So we get the money from the ship, and then we go give it to him.
And you know you won't get it back. He's got to spend it all on hookers that same night.
I will give you to this.
probably.
He's gonna spend it all on hookers and blow that night.
right before his job.
I mean,
right
we're,
before his job.
we're gonna
Are you
gonna
gonna-
kill him in the process. Of
How are
the
you
whole
gonna pay
thing.
that
We're gonna
money
get our
back?
money back.
To the ship.
He's going to spend it beforehand. Before he
We're
dies.
using it
Before
for,
he even leaves the keep, he'll spend it somehow.
I'm sorry. Who's in charge of accounts and finance on the boat?
Krasdek, you're not playing us at the moment.
No. But if you're borrowing money from the ship, you have to deal with his interest rates, bucko.
I
The ship
mean,
has
we don't have to do any of this.
9,160
You
copies.
could
Yeah,
not.
no, we have to do this. No, we're doing this. We put in too much time and effort. Fine, you get let's say 50% interest rate.
Oh, okay. Okay, thanks. That's very generous.
Friends and family
Per
discount.
day.
50% interest for his friends and family. We like fucking family, don't we? That's the incest rate.
The normal rate, 10%.
Okay.
You heard about your good deeds.
Okay. So your goal
Drugs.
is to drug her up.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Okay. Spend your full time doing it. You can drug her up. She is going to be incontinent during the whole
Oh
thing.
my!
Which means
That's some
during
powerful
that
stuff.
scene, I will run her as drugged up, but
Yeah.
keep in mind, she can still figure it out, and she is a 20th level druid.
Shit.
She's a druid?
Yeah, oddly enough, she's got some crazy weird nature powers.
Explains the drugs. She's been experimenting with plants.
Okay.
She grows the breast strains.
Oh, jeez.
You, on the other hand, your goal is to bribe Henry Bonk with that equivalent amount of money. Go ahead and roll me a quick persuasion. You get advantage and a +2.
You can borrow the money from the ship.
DC is not high. He's highly bribable. If you roll low, he's going to ask for more.
32.
If he rolls high, does he ask for
He
less?
asks for less.
Oh, cool.
He'll do it for 2,000.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so you can borrow from us.
That's a pretty small
Yeah.
amount of money.
Okay.
Toast will give you 1,000,
Okay.
Okay.
and the captain will give you
Cool.
1,000.
Why am I giving him 1,000?
Because you're the
Henry Bonk,
You've given him 1,000. He's got it covered.
during that
I
time,
assume.
will do what you want, and he will help
Oh,
you.
right. You spent all
Do
your
whatever.
money.
His
accept
his only concession is he gets to stab Zorn later that night.
Sure.
I don't know if he'll get the chance to, but yeah, sure.
Sure. Okay. So keep in mind, your ally during that time,
So, oh,
though
that's right,
he
you
will
were out
be
of the room.
perceptive of
So,
money in the
My
exchange,
plan
is going to be Henry Bonk.
Basically, to do the job I was hired for, where when Boswick tries to pass off the smoke into them, I take him out unconscious, take one of the tithe barrels and turn those into Zorn. Be like, hey, found the guy who's been stealing it.
Here's the
works for
dude, here's the money.
Comstead. You can incriminate him now.
Do you want Rutherford with you?
Rutherford Smoot is
Or
helping.
Smoot? Is Smoot's helping him?
I think, is Rutherford helping you or Smoot?
Did anyone help you?
When Trey makes his way back, and you guys talk about it during downtime, hopefully he replies back
Okay,
on
did Smoot
Facebook.
help you?
He can say who he's
done
helping
something
out.
else, I thought.
Smoot's helping you, I think. You're getting
Okay.
advantage.
Smoot is
This
helping
is
you.
during that downtime action, during that next
Great.
day. But during the actual heist, you guys can discuss
Right.
who goes where.
Okay.
You have advantage.
Okay, I'm good. I got a dirty 20 on the first roll.
Okay.
Yeah, dirty 20.
Dirty 20 on the first roll. Okay, and you were shooting for the.
15, I need a way into the treasury.
You are able to find a forgery key into the treasury from Henry O'Bonk.
Oh, what a guy.
With your work with Henry O'Bonk, he is
What?
willing to give you the treasury key to get you in. He wants a cut of 10%.
Oh, sure.
I know you're probably going to kill him anyways.
Oh, no.
Keeping up the
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
Gonna wear some
Trust me, we want to promise this man the world and more.
He's going to be the ruler of this kingdom by the time we're done.
Saint Maledic, more like Saint Bonk.
Church of Henry!
Okay.
So,
Brother can join the cult.
one more point, and probably should have got this sorted out much sooner, but a while ago, from the inventor lady back in Freeport, I did get something called the multi-tool of amazement.
Okay.
Which I think was a custom item you were supposed to make and then forgot about.
Yes,
So that could probably be super helpful in a heist, I'm guessing, possibly?
Multi-tool of amazement. This is actually a written up item. Give me a second. I just never put it on there. It is under inventions. $100 random.
If everything goes pear-shaped, I'll just blow the horn of Valhalla and we'll just cause hell.
And I could blow my horn of Valhalla as well.
And take off your anti-detection and step on some sand.
Multi-tool of amazement contains various tools of a wrench, screwdriver, lighter, pencil,
Now
torch,
that actually not even coming yet.
taser, flute,
Get over
an
here.
ink dispenser, sleeping gas.
Moon the
It's
sand.
not terribly useful, user-friendly, or obvious of which. So what happens is, when you want to use the tool, you use percentile dice.
Oh, God.
20% and below, it's exactly what you need. 50% and below, it's useful and you can use it as that kind of tool. And 51% above, it gives you just straight up disadvantage, but looks like it could be helpful.
That's interesting.
It's a tube of knockout gas for sharks.
Tube of knockout gas, tube of adrenaline.
It's pointed back this way.
Right? So it's useful. It always looks useful. Whether it is useful is half the time. It is a multi-tool
Shark
of
repellent.
amazement.
Amazement, yeah.
20%
Amazes
and
the
below,
user.
it does exactly what you want.
Okay.
50 and below, it's just useful. You can use it towards that purpose. 51 and above, well,
Good luck.
it tases you instead of them. Right? It's a
Right,
taser,
so-
but for the user.
In a pinch, it could be useful, but it
In a
could
pinch,
also,
if you need
yeah.
a tool that does the thing, it has a 50-50 shot of doing the thing.
I think it's definitely something you should have because you are going to be doing a lot of stuff on your own
Yes.
for the most part. So yeah, I think at least have it on your as an
Yeah,
option.
like you said, I could take some of those paints you got with me, and maybe in the
Come with 3 pots.
Scout.
You do have the pots, right?
Yes.
You could do stuff.
He's got the pot.
Maybe scout some spots to maybe paint a door or two, or somewhere to hide
So
when the rest of them arrive.
next game, I will black out the schedules and everything else you don't know. I will scan them and I will send them to you guys so you have them.
Thank you.
You guys have generally what you know, right? I think you have a general plan of what you want to do.
I think so, yeah.
So talk about that. You guys have 3 hours leading into the thing. Like, what do you want to do to set up the heist, right? You have floor plans. So look at the rooms, right? You have floor plans. You have schedules. You have general plan of what you want to do. So you really have to think about where am I? Like you're on the 3rd floor. Your goal is getting the boy to the 2nd floor, right? Past your drugged out sister-in-law,
Yep.
who is
Yeah.
drugged out, but still dangerous if she happens to put her head in your direction.
Yeah, she's incapacitated but not incoherent.
Yes.
Is the
All of you have a way in, right?
And no way out.
well, we have a big way out. It just won't be the best way out.
5 men
Mind,
enter, 1
when
man
alarm is
leaves.
raised, it's going to get more difficult.
For the smuggling, can I use the Narcissus?
Narcissus.
Or is it too big?
Yes, you could.
Because it's the green light, they lower the chain.
But
so
keep
it's
in
all
mind,
rounds.
you're not going to be the one doing the smuggling. Somebody else is going to be piloting the boat.
Oh shit, that's right. You can't say it.
Because
Smooth and strong,
you
smooth, yeah.
are
Oh,
the
so
Nar.
never mind. Yeah, these guys can handle it.
Yeah. Yeah, the Narcissus is your guys' job. So keep in mind what job you're on. Narcissus job, smugglers. So you guys are the smugglers.
Drug and hostage.
You're the stepfather / drug hostage guy.
I'm the uncle
Statistically,
hostage.
you're the most likely person to kidnap
You are the
child.
apprentice priest,
Good point.
right? Keep
Yes.
in mind your role.
And I'm the guy to make this all, be
And
profitable.
you guys are the bodyguard.
You're the money man.
Your big thing is going to be
Getaway drivers.
basically while you're bodyguarding, Henry Abunk can bring you in and kind of help you around.
And then we take him out.
Like
Wait, if you're
Caesar
smuggling,
style.
when are you going to kill Henry?
Because he's gonna
Whenever
be,
he wants.
he's presumably gonna be leaving again with us.
All right, he wants to cut
Oh, he
my
plans
money
on
too.
staying, right?
Oh, yeah, Henry-
He's
Henry
got a
gets-
nice, cushy job, right? Somebody else has got to be the full guy.
Well, I mean, leaving like on the when we leave the place. I assumed he was gonna be leaving with us.
His plan is to stab Father Zorn in the throat and blame him for the stealing of the monies.
Sounds good to
Well,
me.
maybe Decadic will be there when that happens.
Which you know is going to happen without fail unless he is interrupted. Which is going to be awkward because he's the one that's supposed to escort you out. So once again, you have hours to think about how you're going to do what you're going to do.
One of us has to kill Zorn first.
Let Decadic turn in his thing first.
Yeah.
You guys have items, you guys have abilities, you have spells,
Oh, Zorn's
you have
dead, we're dead,
capabilities. I'm going to put out some of the stuff on a Google Doc. I'm going to put it on the Facebook group.
Yep.
I want you guys to be able to discuss because all you guys are working together. I'm not sure who Trey is with. I'm assuming the smuggling team.
Yeah.
So keep it in mind. I'll try to break it down to what team you're on.
Oh, wait.
And know where you are and where your
Or is he
attention.
gonna be helping?
Trey will have to help the captain.
Okay. Try to keep in mind where your
someone else can steal
attention
things?
is
No,
and
so
what that
Swoop can help
relief
the boat.
is. So when we do actually get to the heist, so the tension is what the
he's a
challenge is
sailor.
presented to
Doesn't mean
you.
Rutherford has to be-
The relief is how you overcome
Don't you need help?
that tension. Right?
I'm with the kid.
But in general, the idea is all of you meet together back at the library, and all of you get from the library back out to
The Narcissus.
first floor
Yeah.
to the exit.
Yep.
If you guys make it to the Narcissus with 0 alarm, you win. If it's more than 3, we're going to start doing rolls.
Blow the
Because the
horn
Black
and drop the
Edengard
sand.
Yep.
are still able to be on alert. So.
Okay.
And then if we can get Bravax to show up at the same time, do it all.
Oh, you know, that's another one. I forgot to have you roll. Roll me another intelligence check.
Intelligence.
I like that. That's the Hail Mary at the end.
That is a natural 20.
Great. Natural 20. On the second day, Bravaxis is in the building.
Oh,
What?
Oh, no.
One of his great-great-granddaughters is getting married. And he's the father-in-law in which the procession during the whole ceremony is happening. He's on the first floor near where the exit is.
Which exit?
The smoke.
front door
Room
exit?
23, I believe, which is where you need to go.
That one. Okay.
Yes.
Fuck it, kill toast.
Remember when I was talking about Father John, I believe, or who was it? No, it's Father Lupin was doing a reception.
Yes.
The reception was for his great-great-granddaughter, who is a red dragonborn's wedding.
And she's getting married.
To a elf.
You can't just throw that at us.
I'm throwing that at you now. Once again, keep in mind, Bravaxis is on the first floor where
I like
you're
that.
entering
I like that a
and
lot.
leaving.
Blow the horn, drop the sand, screw
I'm
it.
so happy.
Burn the whole damn city.
This is why we shouldn't have told Tony our plan beforehand, because now this is how it's going to go wrong.
Because he planned to
Fuck
reverse.
me, I'm gonna have to go find Bravaxis. Figure out what he did with my girl.
That's how we get direct.
My side plot first.
He showed up here.
Anyway, on the morning
That's
of,
fantastic. Let's leave him alone.
I'm going to send out an email so you guys can talk and plan the morning of.
Yeah.
The more you guys communicate and you guys get this plan figured out, the more we can kind of streamline that next session, right?
Exciting. That's so fun.
Right?
Like the talking doctors all over
Because
again.
I'm going to send this guy. I'm literally going to black this out and scan out everything, and I'm going to send it to you guys. And I'm going to give you guys kind of like what group you're in, where, this time block. And you guys technically, oddly enough, have a full day leading up to this in which you can plan, right? It's not like you're losing a day.
As far as I can
If you're going to be pulling this off on the second day, that means you have a full day to
Just need
figure
the,
shit
the
out.
Heartless Queen to show up and it's all over.
What's
So keep in mind,
Jabberwocky
guys, you guys have a full 24 fucking hours.
Yeah.
After even this, that you can figure shit out. You know Bravaxis is there. Can you move that reception somewhere else? I don't know. That's for you to consider.
That's it. I'm going to market. I'm selling everything I can. We bribe who we have to.
I will see you guys in episode 24 of the Dungeons and the Dragons,
What's that? Do I hear goat bleeding
I
in the
hope to
distance?
be-
What could that be?
The Heist.
It's a yellow sign.